Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it something body punching? I was hitting with body punching. I heard him actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and they're taking those punches.
Deontay Productions.
Making woman gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
It's the champ. Shannon the champ. With the fake champ. With Tally Vitamin Cusco.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'ma treat him like he's a C+ fighter. I'ma dominate, I'ma dog this fight.
I'm talking about punishment. We're gonna punish you for 12 rounds. Either the referee says you had enough, or you can say you had enough, or you can stay your ass there all night until you ain't had enough.
I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to beat the best. And all I did was beat opponents. I worked my way from the bottom to the top. I won a title by beating top competition and top fighters. This guy was hands title, he's a paper champion.
Do you feel that you're the best super middleweight right now?
100%.
Let's go, champ.
He can bring the pressure. He can box. I'm a true champion. I'm willing to go to his turf in Atlantic City. I'ma step on him. I'ma crush him. Y'all can mark my word to this. I'ma crush him. He's a C+ fighter. I'm an A+ fighter. Come Saturday night next week, all the fans tune in because I'ma dominate. This guy is flat footy, swing wild. I'm not worried about who his trainer is because his trainer can't get in there and fight for him.
Deontay Productions.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another jam-packed morning edition for real. We got Tommy Fury. We talking Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. I got some audio to play for you, man. Definitely the question is, do you believe Tyson Fury? And his latest statements, I'll leave you to be the judge.
Expect him to do something that you couldn't do.
Like what? Lock you out?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but me and you never fought, Tyson. You bust my eardrum.
I know, but we did spar, didn't we? And we know what happened there.
You're a 260-pound man that can fight. You bust my eardrum the first time we sparred. That's not something to brag about. You can fight. That's what you do.
I know, but like you can't teach him to be some great fighter when you wasn't. Just because you both got your eardrums burst in sparring and fights, it is what it is. But I can't see him doing anything different. Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows?
First day I boxed him, he bust my eardrum. Then I come back to box him again the next day. And then the next day it happened and I couldn't hear and I couldn't continue to box. That's nothing brag. This shit happens in boxing.
Of course.
But you're bringing that up as if
no, you brought it up. You said I popped your eardrum. I didn't mention it. But as we're on the topic of ear busting, don't we find it funny that I busted both of these guys' eardrums? Trainer and fighter. Crazy. Statistics. You can't expect him to do something that you...
Yo, his little laugh, so sinister. Like, but does he have a point? Does he have a point? Like, can you train someone to beat another person if he's dominated you in sparring and then dominated the other in the fight? That's the question. You know, can Malik Scott, who... basically, from the sound of this audio, had to be sent home from sparring because he couldn't hear after the second day due to Tyson busting his eardrum. Can he put together the game plan? And my answer from the rip is yes, of course. You know, Ronnie Shields wasn't even a world champion. There's plenty of fighters that weren't world champions that went on to become great trainers. what's his name? Freddie Roach, another trainer, great trainer, not a great champion. Never became champion. John David Jackson, champion. Debatable how great of a trainer. I guess not, right? He is with Clarissa Shields, and he did have Kovalev at a crusher run. But, I mean, man, why you sitting there all quiet, sipping on a cafezino, man? What's going on? Good to have you on the morning show.
Top of the morning, man. I was just letting you burn, man, because you know, you raise an interesting question, man. Can somebody else teach you that, man? Not necessarily, but I think once you sit down with somebody and y'all sit back, like Ness, I hate to use a crude analogy, but you know, you be sitting in the county, you be sitting in that holding cell, like, yeah, you got caught too. You feel less embarrassed. You feel less ashamed, and there's camaraderie in that. You say, you know, we're going to make it about this shit together. So that camaraderie, I think, emboldens you character-wise and mentally. You dig?
For sure, for sure. What did you think of Malik Scott and his, I guess, response to what Fury had to say? Many people felt he got very emotional in his, I guess, comeback to Fury.
You know, you a TV buff like myself. Remember, you know, Key and Peele. They had the anger, Obama's anger translator, right? So boom, Malik, I think, was speaking for Wilder. Again, they have the camaraderie and a similar injury by the same person. He was emotional not because he felt the way about the question being asked, but he's saying, don't use a misfortune like it doesn't happen every day in boxing or some sort of occurrence. Somebody gets a concussion, a busted eardrum, something like that. So I think he was just making it seem like, yo.
I mean, didn't you feel like Malik was trying to diminish what Fury did? Like, oh, why? Like, he was making it seem like Fury wasn't supposed to take credit for busting your eardrum. Like, why wouldn't I take credit for busting your eardrum in sparring or in a fight? Like, he like, oh, you're a 264-pound man. Like, you supposed to do. I really didn't get what Malik was trying to say or how he was trying to defend it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, what does he mean? No, he's not supposed to bust your eardrum.
I guess he was trying to say, don't act like you did it intentionally. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't act like you was throwing them kind of powerful shots, ripping us. Like, I guess trying to allude that it was incidental. You know what I'm saying? But you a big dude, so it could happen. I mean, yo, it sounds like another excuse. I mean, I'm not making no excuse for the statement. That's clearly what it sounds like. I'm just trying to, you know, because it's not my language. You know, I'm trying to translate it as best as I can. It's not my language.
For sure, man. For sure. Looks like we got Skills from New Orleans. I wonder if this is Box Hard Podcast. That is their logo. He says, a perfect example, Roger and Floyd Sr., both train Mayweather, but was not as great. I mean, Roger was pretty good, right? I think they both was good in their own right. Like it's just hard to compare them to Mayweather. But we're debating Tyson Fury's audio and his statement to Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder. I'll play that once again. The number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. We want your opinion, your thoughts on this audio, and whether or not you believe Tyson Fury has a point.
You can't expect him to do something that you couldn't do.
Like what? Knock you out?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but me and you never fought, Tyson. You bust my eardrum when we
did spar, didn't we? And
yeah,
we know what happened there.
You were 260.
Yo, so you see, that's what I'm saying. He like, we did spar, didn't we? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get
Malik's position.
Or his stance, like what he's like, how the way he's going about defending it. I'm not understanding that. Like,
so this little piece I'm trying to be objective with my little listening ears. I think he was saying, you didn't beat me. We didn't get a chance to finish it because my ear got.
Yeah, but who bust your eardrum, bro? That's like the dudes that was like, yo, Matisse would have beat Danny if he ain't swell his eye. Well, dog, it was Danny that punched him in the eye.
Nah, I dig. I dig. Again, I'm trying to translate. You know, I'm in France right now. We need MIDI. I'm in France. I don't speak French.
It's crazy. But anyway, let me go back to the tape.
50-pound man that can fight. You bust my eardrum the first time we sparred. That's not something to brag about. You can fight.
And that's what I'm saying. How is that not something to brag about? If Canelo could brag that he broke Callum's bicep, destroyed Billy Joe's eye, like how do you not brag about? I'm really lost at the way that he tried to defend this particular.
Well, he's not speaking for himself at that point. Again, like I said, he's
no.
Getting his
I think he's
on.
talking for himself because Tyson is saying I bust your eardrum in sparring.
Yeah, he is. But I'm saying he's speaking for Wilder. Like he's remember the camaraderie they share. He's speaking as if. He's speaking on behalf of himself, but the passion ain't for himself. The passion is speaking on behalf of Deontay. At least that's what I feel like he's doing.
So the thing is, he busted Malik's eardrum with headgear. Fury's the one don't use headgear. So I think it's time we stop believing the pillow fist bullshit.
Definitely throw that out the window.
If he could bust your trainer's eardrum with headgear that's usually ear protected, yeah, he probably don't punch like pillows. Just saying. But more audio to dissect.
That's what you do.
I know, but like you can't teach him.
How he gonna say that's what you do though? Like you 264 pounds, that's what you do. So it's like, not only is he saying that's what you do, but he also saying you a good fighter. You could fight. You could fight. What you expect? It's like, yo, wait a minute. I thought you was on Wilder's side, bro. You bigging up Tyson.
But Ness, this is what I'm telling you. He's speaking for Wilder. He ain't speaking for himself. He's saying all the things that Wilder should have said after the defeat. You know what? It is what it is. You're a hell of a fighter. You came in heavy. You did what you did, but I'll be back. Those are the things that Wilder should have said, and he got Malik Scott saying it for him.
All right. Well, look, we got our first guest, Tommy Fury. Tommy, man, we're actually dissecting the press conference. I'm gonna play this audio in its entirety. This was your brother having, I guess, a bit of back and forth with Malik Scott, and you know, we're asking our audience, does your brother have a point with this statement?
You can't expect him to do something that you couldn't do.
Like what? Lock you out?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but me and you never fought, Tyson. You bust my eardrum when we sparred.
We did spar, didn't we? And
yeah,
we know what happened there.
You're a 260-pound man that can fight. You bust my eardrum the first time we sparred. That's not something to brag about. You can fight. That's what you do.
I know, but like you can't teach him to be some great fighter when you wasn't. Just because you both got your eardrums burst in sparring and fights, it is what it is. But I can't see him doing anything different. Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows?
First day I boxed him, he bust my eardrum. Then I come back to box him again the next day. And then the next day it happened and I couldn't hear and I couldn't continue to box. That's nothing brag. This shit happens in boxing.
Of course.
But you're bringing that up as if
you brought it up. You said I popped your eardrum. I didn't mention it. But as we're on the topic of ear busting, don't we find it funny that I busted both of these guys' eardrums? Trainer and fighter. Crazy. Statistics.
Do you think that's a crazy statistic? Let's start backwards. Do you think it's crazy or coincidence? Actually, I think it's ironic that your brother ended up, busting Wilder's eardrum and the trainer. He just revealed that he bust Malik's eardrum in sparring. No one ever knew that. Did you know that? And do you think that's ironic?
Yeah, I knew that previously before he mentioned it because obviously, he was sparring, so he was in the gym. But it was one of them. I don't know. You can't really read into that sort of stuff. Wilder's going to come. In my opinion, Wilder's just going to come and give it everything because if he loses this fight, it's his end of his career. He's got nowhere else to go. Where can he go? He's been beat rotten the second time. He got beat the first time. And if he gets knocked out again the third time, he's got to retire. So he's going to come. I feel like he's going to come in lighter than he did for the second fight. I think he's going to come be like an elastic band, throwing every single shot there is in the book, and he's going to be dangerous for the first 6 rounds. But again, you can't really take that into consideration because Tyson had a couple of months to prepare for the last fight. He only had a couple of months of Sugar Hill. Now he's had nearly 2 years with Sugar or whatever it's been. So you can't really say anything on that. It is what it is.
Are you,
Tommy? I want.
Let me just slide one more in. Are you slightly fearful that maybe your brother can't get up for this fight because, like you, he feels I beat this guy twice back to back?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a case of getting up for it because Tyson knows what lies ahead. He knows how big the Joshua fight is for the whole world. He knows how big that is. And Tyson, one thing he doesn't do, he's a clever man and he keeps his eyes switched on all the time, Yeah, he's beat the man twice before, but again, he knows boxing and one punch can change everything. So he's going to be switched on. He's going to be even better this time and he's going to get him out there even faster this time, I think.
Now, Tommy, I want to ask you, where do you think, it's like two-part question. Where do you think all this talk about pillow-fisted punches came from, number one? And number two, because I seen your brother on the heavy bag hitting that shit like thunder, number one. Number two, and how would you rate his power among heavyweights or just fighters you've seen?
I don't know where it came about. Honestly, I can't tell you where it came about because he's a 6'9", 270-pound man. I don't know anybody who's 6'9", 270 pounds that can't punch. And even his record as well. I couldn't understand if his record was like 31-0 with 7 knockouts. His record's like 31-0 with 22 knockouts. Like he's got a puncher's record as well. So I don't know where that came from. And I think it's just because in the past he boxed so technically well on the back foot and didn't really go for them crazy knockouts. He was evading the shots, he was slipping and sliding, but now he's changed his tactics and he's just bringing the power that he always had out even more, in my opinion, because when you're going forward, you've got a lot more power and weight behind your punches as you do when you're going back. Same thing we've seen with Deontay Wilder in the second fight. He couldn't load that right hand because he was being pressured, he was being put on the back foot, and he couldn't get the shots off because he can't box on the back foot. And first of all, everyone knows you got more power going on the front foot. So that's all Tyson's done. He switched his style up completely and gone from being an elusive slip and slide master. He still is that, but he's doing that on the front foot going forward now, carrying the big power that he's got.
So, Tommy, obviously, I want to ask about you. You and Marcellus have had your bit of back and forth. This fight with your brother and his brother has been announced. Undercard's been announced. And no mention of you and Marcellus. I'm sure it can be its own main event, but wouldn't you rather have that put on this card and, maybe be the co-main or the opener or just on the card in general?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I recently fought 2 weeks ago. I've had a week out the gym. But it was crazy where it came about because I remember being asked this question a long time ago in a press conference. And that's when I put the statement out there. And it sort of all went hush-hush for a while. Dead quiet, and then all of a sudden I go on Instagram and Marcellus has put a video out to me after about 8 months, that I got asked the question. So I thought, what's going on here? And then that was it, really. We've not had no contact with him, nothing. So I don't really know where he wants to go with that. I mean, I'm a fighting man. I don't really care. Like you say, it makes sense to be on the undercard of that, but I don't know. It is what it is. It was kind of weird how it came about, to be honest.
Well, you guys still got about 40-something days, man. Hopefully Frank and you guys can put something together. I think it would be a great, addition to this fight. That being said, do you give him credit for calling you out, or do you look at it like, he's just looking for a payday? Because he has been stopped twice, and you're a big guy. Everyone we talk to says that, when it comes to sparring, they think you can really fight, because we've been asking the Jake Paul, Tommy Fury question a lot, and we'll get to that. But, yeah, I mean, do you give him credit for calling you out, or you think this is just him looking for a payday?
I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. He's going to come, he's calling me out over, just finishing a run on that. He's obviously not a stupid man. He knows that his brother's fighting my brother. It's going to be a very big fight. The whole world's going to be watching it. And he's just running his mouth, hoping he can get a fight with me on the undercard as well, because everyone knows that'd be a huge fight on the undercard. It'd be a good seller, I think. And, two brothers versus two brothers on the same card, it's obviously a big seller. So I think that's just what he's trying to aim for, to be fair. I don't think he's actually thinking about the actual fight and how that'd play out. I think he's thinking about the publicity side of it, the payday. Because at the end of the day, why would you want to get in the ring with me after, being exposed by someone who's not on my level?
Does it interest you at all?
If it makes money, it makes sense. At the end of the day, that's what I've always said. I'm not interested. I'll fight any man out there. I'm not bothered, because this game is about balls. That's all this game is about. And that's for me is why Tyson where he is, because he doesn't give a fuck about anybody. He doesn't care who's in front of him. And I've got that same mentality. I don't care. All I want to do is fight. That's what I train every day in the gym for. That's what I get my head smashed about to pieces for in the gym, to fight. And if we're not in it to fight, then what are we in it for? To do some ticket sales and get a bit of money. I'm in this game to obviously secure my future, but show everybody that I'm a fighting man. And I'm not in it for all this, lights, camera, action stuff, because that's not what boxing is. When I come out of that show that I was on, there was no more glitz and glamour, because you can't mix the two lives together. So whenever I'm in for a fight, I'm not in it for no other reason than to purely fight and get the win, and that's it.
Is it safe to say, can we agree that a fight with Marcellus, you will be paid and he will be paid more than you guys have been paid till this date?
I mean, I can't really say. I mean, I'm getting paid well now, but I don't know how well he's getting paid. I think with me, that's the highest that he will ever get paid. Yeah, 100%. But what's Marcellus to me? He doesn't. Apart from being Deontay Wilder's brother, he doesn't boast no impressive record. He's not a big KO artist. He's just a normal man. He doesn't present anything to me.
He's a name, though, right? It'll look good on the resume, and the day can become historic if two Furies beat two Wilders or two Wilders beat two Furies.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think it'd be a good fight, and yeah, definitely it'd be. I think it'd be the biggest we've both got paid, because it's sort of like the most meaningful fight that we've both had. I'd be his most meaningful fight that he's had yet, and he'd be mine. So yeah, I mean, definitely, I think it's a great fight, and if it's on the table, it's on the table. I'll snap it with both hands. There's no questions there.
For sure. Well, since we're on the topic of you fighting, I'll ask you just one or two about what seems to be your new nemesis, Jake Paul. He got a 3-fight deal with Showtime. Do you think that hurt the possibilities of a fight with you, or do you think that strengthened the probability of making a fight between Tommy Fury and Jake Paul?
I definitely don't think it causes any harm to the fight at all. I think it makes it stronger, if I'm being honest, because Showtime's a very big platform over in America and over in the UK. I think if the fight was to happen, it'd be massive, because it's on a great platform over in America. Over here, it'd be shown on BT Sport and various other channels. It's a massive fight. There's no way that fight can be harmed, because our side, we're all game for it. There's no problems there in making the fight. There's only problem is Jake Paul's pair of balls. That's the problem we've got here. He doesn't want to take the fight, but that's it. He knows in his own mind, and I think this is what's going to happen. I think he's going to fight a few more dummies that can't fight, that are not boxers, and they're not boxers for a reason. He's going to fight a few more of them. He's going to knock them over, and when he's ready to cash out and he's ready to get beat, then he'll come and fight me, because it's a big fight. I've got the whole of the UK behind me. I've got 4 million people following me. He's got how many followers he's got. It's a huge fight. And he keeps on going on about profiles and all that. I've got the biggest profile out of any guys he's fought. Tyrone Woodley, I've got a bigger profile than him. Yeah, obviously the man's a 5-weight world champion, 100%. I'm not disputing that. But when he's talking about profiles and this and that, then he can't really go down that direction, because we've got everyone in the UK asking me about the fight, and everyone over here would tune in for the fight. So it's a big fight, and he knows that, and his management know that. He's not a stupid man, obviously, because he's raking it in. So, it is what it is. He knows when the time's right, he'll come and find me.
Do you believe that he's actually fighting a fighter now with Tyrone Woodley, or is this still a safe fight for Jake Paul?
I believe that, Tyrone Woodley is a good fighter, right? In his own right in the cage. He's a great fighter. The man will go down in history. He's done everything in the UFC. But there's only one problem. That's the UFC. It's not in the boxing ring. And Jake Paul and his management, thousands of hours will have gone into this, and they'll pick Tyrone Woodley for a reason. He's a big name. Is his striking ability going to be good on the night? Probably. But is it going to be better than Jake Paul's? Probably not. Because I'll tell you one reason. You will never see Jake Paul pick anybody, when he's in the mood for winning, that can beat him. Because they're not daft. He's a YouTuber. He ain't no fighter. He's not a fighter. If this was an MMA cage, of course he wouldn't have picked Tyrone Woodley. But he's picked him for a reason, and you will be seeing a Jake Paul win on that night, because they would not have picked him if they thought he was going to get beat by him. Now, I don't know what's in the contract. I don't know how they've planned it out, but you will be seeing a Jake Paul win. I can guarantee you that.
Last question on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, if I'm being honest with you, you took a more noble approach to boxing than some of your counterparts. And what I mean by that is guys that have maybe had some sight come from, you don't come from reality TV, but you got your name, but you take boxing very seriously. Do you feel like taking a fight with any of those guys would be a distraction? I know the money's there, but you feel like it will be a distraction from what you're ultimately trying to do as far as the bigger picture?
Not really, because if I was putting all my eggs in that basket, then yeah, 100%. If I was just going to bed and wake up in the morning and dreaming and hoping of getting that Jake Paul fight, then 100% I'd be getting distracted and blindsided by that glitz and the glamour by Jake Paul. But I'm not. I'm only interested in fighting proper men. But Jake Paul mentioned my name first, and if you're going to mention my name, then you got to fight. That's just the way it is. But I'm not basing my life and my boxing career around Jake Paul. That fight for me is purely, if it comes around, it comes around. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not interested because I'm not bothered, because fighting a YouTuber doesn't fulfill my needs. I want to be a world champion in this sport, and beating Jake Paul is not going to help me on that road whatsoever. So if that fight comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll still be Tommy Fury. I'll still be the fighting man, and I'll still be that kid trying to get to the top. And that's just the way it is.
We got a couple of questions from the people before you run out of time. Coming all the way from Compton, California, Dual Ingram says, the cruiserweight and light heavyweight divisions are not so glamorous. Do you think your last name can spark those two divisions?
Yeah, 100%. You know, Tyson's paved the way for all of us. You know, he's opened the gates. All I've got to do is keep working hard, keep disciplined, keep determined, and walk through them gates. That's all I've got to do. And I believe once I get the experience behind me and I get the right number of fights, I'll make a big splash onto that light heavyweight scene. I know I will. So it's just about in time we'll get there.
We got What Rep It, Emmanuel, who says, do you think you should be the A-side in every future fight you are involved in due to your huge following?
No, definitely not. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, all this A-side and B-side, you know, that's only valuable in my eyes if you're fighting a champion. If both of you ain't champions or whatever like that, just get in the ring. The fight doesn't matter about who's having the first ring walk or who's not having the first ring walk. It doesn't mean anything to me. But if you're fighting for a championship, give fair play to the champion or whatever title you're fighting for, and get in there and fight and prove yourself that you're A-side.
Seattle, Washington, Dominic says, would you want to join the PBC? And is Jake Paul ducking, or is Logan Paul the target?
Any of them can get it. I don't care. I don't care, because at the end of the day, these people are not on my way. Like, they're just little side stops. They're like going down a long road and pulling up at a petrol station. I'd just be going on my road to get to the top, stopping off to get some fuel, i.e. smashing both of the faces in if they want it, and carrying on down that long straight road. That's all this is to me. It's just a stop off, blitz them two, and get on my road, because they're not fighters. They're different, because people don't understand what I've come from. I've been smashed up and down all my life. What have they been doing? Getting videos with a photo camera. Once they get it up in the air properly, they'll know what it's about.
Jordan Baker in Florida says, why are you ducking Marcellus Wilder? If you really wanted that fight, you're the A-side. You can make it happen. Send him an offer. If you're not, you should definitely put respect on his name when speaking about him.
And why should I put respect on his name then? Hey, what's he done to get some respect on his name? Absolutely nothing. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll add another KO on his record for him. That's what I'll do for him. But listen, if Marcellus wants to fight, he knows where I am. Don't worry about that.
I mean, he does have a point. Marcellus can't call you. You're the A-side, Tommy. Like, you have to make the offer. He's the one that's already lost. You're undefeated, and you're in the A-side.
What does a world champion do, though? What does a hungry challenger do to a world champion?
He called you out. He called you out.
So if I was the world champion and I'm the A-side and this guy really wants to fight me, he'd be getting a fight over it, chase me down, he'd call me every name under the sun. He's finished a 3-mile run and called me out at the end of a video with some sweating on his chest. He needs to do a bit more than that to get a fight, doesn't he?
Okay. So you're saying he's got to do more. He's got to rile the people up a little more. I got you. We got another one from Connecticut. Coach Meyer says, give me 3 words to describe your brother Tyson Fury. Also, I got you over Jake Paul. Flexing emoji.
Yes, I appreciate that, bro. Top one for that. 3 words that describe Tyson. Superior, unique, and invincible.
Good choices. James Valdez from San Antonio, Texas says, what's the story behind the nickname TNT?
It was just something that I was gearing up for my first fight, and then everyone was in the gym. We was all talking in the sauna and was like going for everyone's nickname. I thought, I don't have a nickname. And we was all sitting there for about 45 minutes, and then we thought, Tommy TNT, that sounds quite good. And I thought, oh yeah, it's all right, that'll do. And we just kind of went with that. But when I've started knocking a few out, I mean, it's kind of fitting, isn't it, really?
Yeah, no, definitely. If you could keep the power going, TNT makes sense. We got another one coming from the UK. It's Steve who says, hey, Tommy, thanks for coming on the show. Are you in a rush to get places within boxing, i.e. British champion, by your 10th fight? Or are you looking to play the long game and do the area title route and slowly step up the level of opposition like the traditional route for British fighters? Light heavyweight at British level is stacked, and I hope you're looking to gain a lot more experience before tangling with the best in Britain. Thanks for coming on the show, Steve in the UK.
Well, thanks very much, Steve. And to be honest with you, I got a perfect answer for that. I don't know if it's an old quote or a new quote, but this is a quote I'm going for this moving forward. Everyone says, you know, do you want to do this? You want to rush for titles? I want to move. I don't want to move fast. I want to move correctly. And that is literally the thing that sums up my career. I've not had a lot of amateur experience, so I'm not interested in being rushed and putting title fights quick because I'm 22 years of age. I've just turned 22. I've got all the time in the world, so I don't need to move fast. I need to move correctly, getting the right fights at the right time, getting the right experience at the right time. I've got a great team behind me. My dad picks me fights for me because there's nobody knows you better than your own father, and he knows how much to give me, when to hold me back, when to push me forward. So we'll just see whatever comes my way.
Well, Tommy, that's all our questions. I mean, unless you have anything else, we can let them go. And obviously, we would ask you to give out your social media, let the world know where to follow you. Anybody crazy enough not to be following already. And we appreciate your time, man. We look to having you back on whenever you got something to announce or whenever you're ready to send Marcellus that offer. You can go ahead and announce it right here, but thank you again.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. God bless you all. Take it easy, and we'll speak soon. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Fury, great part on the show. We appreciate his time. Shout out to Brandon in the back. And see, I told y'all we needed a motherfucking co-producer, and he's been getting it done, setting up solid interviews left and right. So shout out to Brandon, man. We appreciate you. I'm trying to, Brandon, if you could reach out to Harold Calderon, Calderon. He's fighting in Miami, and they wanted to come on the show this week, and obviously we had fight week, and that got canceled, and I wouldn't mind giving him a little bit of shine. He's got a title fight for the IBO. He's fighting on the same card as Melissa Odessa as well. And, yeah, man, he's a welterweight, right? I think he's a welterweight, Harold Calderon. And if he could get this IBO, he might be in that Sebastian Formella position where we start seeing him on television, man. That's why I don't disrespect.
Is he fighting out of Ness?
He's going to be fighting in Miami. I'm going to look him up on IG so y'all can see who I'm talking about. But I actually play the audio while I do that and open up the phone lines.
You can't expect him to do something that you couldn't do.
Like what? Knock you out?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but me and you never fought, Tyson. You bust my eardrum when we
did spar, didn't we?
Yeah,
we know what happened there.
You're a 260-pound man that can fight. You bust my eardrum the first time we sparred. That's not something to brag about. You can fight. That's what you do.
I know, but like you can't teach him to be some great fighter when you wasn't. Just because you both got your eardrums burst in sparring and fights, it is what it is. But I can't see him doing anything different. Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows?
First day I boxed him, he bust my eardrum. Then I come back to box him again the next day. And then the next day it happened and I couldn't hear and I couldn't continue to box. That's nothing brag. This shit happens in boxing.
Of course.
But you're bringing that up as if
you brought it up. You said I popped your eardrum. I didn't mention it. But as we're on the topic of ear busting, don't we find it funny that I busted both of these guys' eardrums? Trainer and fighter. Crazy. Statistics.
Yo, that fucking laugh. I'm cutting that laugh right now. Yo, I want that fucking laugh as my new soundbite. I swear I'm about to cut that. I mean, man, what's going on in New Jersey, man? What's the weather like over there?
It's all right, man. It's like 80, no humidity right now. It's all right, man.
We got hella
down in Florida.
We got hella humidity out here. I think it's like 80% today, but that's all right. I ain't mad at you. We going out to these phone lines, man. Let's do it. Who want to talk some boxing? You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you could also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation from anywhere in the world.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Hey, Ness, let me just say this, though, bro.
Go for it.
Yo, again, I'm thinking about that clip as I'm sitting here having my morning siesta. Like, if Wilder had Malik Scott's temperament, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, Malik Scott, the way he's responding to Fury, man, it's like he's saying everything Wilder should have said 16 months ago. So I shout out to Malik Scott for that.
And by that you mean giving him credit for being big and strong?
But just taking accountability and saying whatever happened, no excuses. Whatever happened, you big, you strong, you box, you hurt me, but it's all good. It happens as a part of the sport of boxing. You bum.
Yo, let's go out to Austin in Teja. Austin, what up?
Hey, good morning, Ness. Good morning, bro. Now what I wanted to say, man, as far as if Malik is gonna be able to be a good trainer, so I'm a big NBA fan, bro, and like some of the best coaches ever usually aren't superstar players, but the players that are on the bench that have the mentality and have the smarts. They just don't have the physical ability to match that, and so they usually become great coaches. Like the greatest coach of all time, Phil Jackson, he didn't even start for the Knicks. He was like their 8th man. But yet he won 11 championships as a coach. So I don't think how great you were as a fighter or player in any sport can determine how good you are at teaching somebody at that sport or becoming greater at that sport. So I think Malik Scott could be a great trainer, bro, especially since he wasn't part of that upper echelon. It's a whole lot easier to teach somebody whenever you know how to teach them. Whenever you're great, you just expect everybody to be great. And when they're not great, it frustrates you. That's why great players, great fighters usually aren't great coaches. So to answer that question, I do think Malik can give Deontay the special sauce to beat this man. And I think Wilder is going to win. But that's my call. And good show, man.
Thank you. And I agree, man. I just want that to be reiterated. I went through a bunch of lists of trainers that weren't world champions and are, fantastic trainers. What he said is pretty much the truth. It's like not being a world champion doesn't mean you can't be a great trainer. It's yet to be seen will Floyd be this great trainer because he was such a great boxer.
And Ness, I know you treat Rocky like it's real. Didn't Apollo help out Rocky to train for Clubber Lang?
He sure enough did. But he was a champion, though. He was a champion. But Mickey ass wasn't.
Yeah, see?
Mickey motherfucking was. And I bet you Apollo Creed trainer wasn't over there with that skull cap. It was hot as hell in the beach. He got the Scully on and shit. Come on, man. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, as it's going to help with the visibility. It's going to put this show in front of the eyes of other boxing fans that obviously can call in the number 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time and voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We're talking boxing. We're talking Fury Wilder, the press conference, the fact that Fury believes Malik Scott can't teach him nothing when he got busted up in sparring himself. We're going to go out to the phone lines. Looks like we got Coach Myers in Connecticut. What it do, my friend? I hear you.
Yeah, Fury's a good speaker, man. And that's why everybody wonder why Deontay ain't say nothing at the press conference. Dude's a slick talker, man. He made Malik Scott look like a damn fool out there, man. So, yeah, man. Fury's the man, man. Like his words, man. He's pretty witty, man. So he should have just kept quiet, man. Malik, he looked bad, man. He made the camp look bad right there. But that's my call.
All right. Connecticut. Stand up. We going out to, it's looking like we got Contrill. What up?
Yeah, what's going on, fam?
What's going on, brother?
I think the most interesting thing that was said. Yeah, Tyson Fury, but shit.
Brother, do you got your Bluetooth on?
He's in the shadow realm.
I think your Bluetooth is, the battery is dying, and then you're cutting in and out.
Got you. Is this better?
It's still the same, bro.
Oh, no, I'm not on Bluetooth or anything like this. I'm just on my phone.
Oh man, I don't know. You sure you're not on like a Bluetooth or something? Try speaker.
All right. Can you hear me now or no?
Nah, you're real bad. You might as well hang up and call back in. I'll go straight to you, brother. Something's wrong with your connection. Let me see here. We're going out to who's next? Looking like Carl Brown. Oh wait, this is not Carl Brown. This is not. Oh, it is you, Carl?
Yeah.
You got a new number though.
What's good? Nah, it's my same number.
Oh wow.
Word.
I guess I wrote it wrong.
Look, Ness.
Yep.
All right, yeah. No, I just wanted to get in on them. I think Wilder did good by saying that he split them bars. And left it as that, because there really ain't nothing else to say. This is a trilogy. Like, what more could he say? You know what I mean? Like, he can't. I mean, talking about that. Talking about the gloves, they ain't gonna do nothing but get. You know.
I disagree. I think talking about the gloves right there would have made the commissions be on pins and needles. You know, taken to the podium.
Right.
Taken to the podium saying, you cheated me once, but now we on you, motherfucker. We gonna have everybody looking at them gloves. We gonna watch. It's gonna be 10 people watching you wrap your hands, motherfucker. You dead now. Like, that's what I wanted.
See, that's why you the best, man. Look, see, I'm thinking, yeah, you're right. That'd have been fireworks. But Malik Scott, I think Malik, Fury made Malik Scott look like what I said. He made Malik Scott. He made him look. He embarrassed him. Malik Scott should have been like, you know what I mean? All right, whatever. But me personally, Deontay Wilder training with Malik Scott, I went back and looked at that fight. Son, if Malik Scott could teach Deontay Wilder partial of his own skill, that right there, I think Deontay Wilder on Terry Fury. I believe Deontay Wilder should hit that body a lot, because nobody was listening to me when I said that Deontay Wilder that first fight. Go back and look at it, man. That first fight, them first 4 rounds, that was all Deontay Wilder, because all Fury was doing bouncing around, them body shots, all them jabs to the body. It was little tit tats, but. That first fight, that's why I believe that Deontay Wilder won that first fight, after including the knockdown.
Cut it. All right, brother. We'll appreciate the call, and thank you for calling in. Don't forget the number to call in if you want to voice your opinion is 142-556-950-241. Press 1 one time and join us right here rocking out. I mean, what it do?
I figured out what Wilder was listening to. It just dawned on me. He was listening to This Day off the TBV mixtape.
Okay.
That's what he was listening to.
He was trying to stay in that zone. Izzy, Oklahoma. What up?
Morning. How y'all doing?
All good. Can't
Top of the morning, Izzy.
Top of the morning, King. I mean, nice to hear you back on. I think you got to be careful with the glove talk. And I know this is gloom and doom, but if Tyson comes out and does exactly what he did in the first one, the second one, which is tell you what he's going to do and do it, then what are you going to blame, right? Like, if he comes out and I think he's going to say he's going to stop him earlier than he did in 2. And if the commissions are on it, the trainers are, Breland or whoever he's got is more Anyway, if they're actually watching the glove, the raps and all that, what are you going to say this time? That's my call.
Yeah, I mean, I would have still did it because that's what mainstream media would have ran with. Even if they would have called him a lunatic, they would have ran with it and spread the word to the masses. So now the casual fans are getting it on their news channels and they like, oh, wow, this dude thought he was cheated. Oh, wow, this dude's saying this. I'm going to watch that rematch. I want to see what happens. Does this guy that he said cheated him really have power? Or did he really cheat? I'm tuning in. Like, he's dropping the ball. They don't understand this is promotion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
it's
that's
part of the promotion. Talk to me.
even if he would have had a sense of humor about it and just saying, I promise not to wear a costume and y'all promise to check them gloves. Take a step back. Think about, oh, what? Oh, laugh. He mentioned a costume. You got to say something, without saying something sometimes.
And he said everything to Fred. I heard some of the interview, and he told Fred, like, oh, when Chris took the helmet off of me, he wanted to cry because he know how his brother looked when he ready to go to battle. And he like, yo, he knew I wasn't right, but I still fought on. So obviously something affected you. You feel me? So all these things could have been said on a podium, live to the millions of people watching. I'm just saying, man. Floyd told these dudes early on, follow the green print. Why they keep trying to make their own path, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? When I was playing ball, I wanted to be like Mike. If I'm a fight, I want to be like Floyd. You understand? Like, it's pretty easy. I don't understand why we got to go outside the box. Like, Floyd ain't never not say nothing. Floyd got on ESPN and went tooth and nail with Brian Kenny. That video's epic. It's still around the boxing community, floating on YouTube, getting millions of views because Floyd stood his fucking ground. And then he stood his ground again with Larry Merchant. But he different.
Absolutely.
He different, but he told you follow his green print. And I'm just reminding you what the fuck he said, man. It's easy. It's easy to follow his green print. He got Javonta following his green print, and where Tank at? Oh, that's right. He the biggest fight from 130 to 140. He the only dude under 130 doing pay-per-views. Because T.O. ain't done it. He was about to push back. Okay, so we got to stop playing, man. Floyd know what the fuck he doing. We could talk all we want. We could complain about his resume, and I know I sound like a hypocrite, like I ain't complaining about his resume. Yeah, I might have said he ain't fight this one or that one, but do he know how to go to the top? Of course. Of course he know how to go to the top. So we need to follow that, man. As fighters, y'all need to follow that blueprint. I need to follow that blueprint. And Floyd, he never took the silent route, man. Never. And I see people like, y'all wanted him to talk, and when he talked, y'all laughed at him. Now when he's silent, y'all mad at him. Nah, man. You just gotta say the right things when you say something. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Just you could have set up a few. The way he had that, like, yo, it's gonna be bloodshed. You already dead. Like, that was like a poem. He set that up. He could have had a few more in the pocket, like little bars, like, and spit them all at Fury at different times of the press conference rather than being silent. That's all I'm saying, But whatever, to each his own, Jay Will in Ohio, we going out to you. What's going on? Are you available? I mean, I can't even ask you that because you on Blog Talk, so we gonna run with it.
You should lie low. Killer, I used to get it in Ohio.
Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, man. Good call. I mean, good show. It's just with the Wilder thing, man. Like I said yesterday, definitely, I wish he would have said something. But a part of me kind of understands why he didn't. Maybe, like I said, he didn't want to have the war of words. He might have felt, he might have lost that. But I definitely wanted him to say something. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I can understand. But the one thing with the Malik Scott, him, man, it kind of made me laugh. It reminded me of the Dave Chappelle skit of when keeping it real goes wrong. Like, Malik, he's a real one. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna lie to you. He gonna give it to you unfiltered, straight, no chaser. But sometimes you don't have to say everything. You didn't have to say, dude, busted your ear open and shit like that. I respect you being real about everything, but sometimes you just be too real. But he didn't really lose. I mean, he lost a little bit to Tyson Fury, but he did say some real shit because Tyson Fury tried to kill him. Like, you can't make Deontay Wilder a great fighter because you're not a great fighter. And he was like, well, shit, Sugar Hill ain't never been shit. So how he gonna make you better? So that was a good comeback. But I just feel like the media is coming at Deontay a little different, man, than how they came at Billy Joe. Because when Billy Joe didn't show for no conference, Billy Joe was complaining about ring size. I mean, there was some media outlets saying like, oh, he's kind of getting a little cold feet. But every single media outlet is hanging Deontay for not speaking. And it wasn't the same energy with Billy Joe. And that's just something I definitely noticed. But I don't know, maybe
because this ain't the same energy as Billy Joe. Billy Joe wasn't out here saying somebody cheated him and somebody tried to kill him and somebody dented his skull and it was an autopsy. And come on, man, stop, man. Why y'all can't fucking be like real? Like, this ain't nothing like Billy Joe at all. Nothing like it. Nothing like it.
So let me say this. Was Billy Joe talking shit for years about Canelo, saying he's beatable? Yes or no?
Bruh,
wasn't he talking cash money?
Billy Joe.
Yes or no? Was he not talking shit about Canelo for years?
Billy Joe never said Canelo tried to cheat him or kill him or dented his head. Man, it's different.
No. It's a yes or no question. That's next. Was Billy Joe talking shit for years?
Yes, he said he.
So he was talking shit for years. So he could be. All right. Mm-hmm. So he was talking shit. Then when it came down to it, did he not start acting like he had cold feet?
Did he start acting like
when the week of the fight?
Nah, he pulled diva. He pulled diva tactics. That's all. We've seen that before.
Oh, so those are diva tactics. It's not acting scary. He's not acting shook. Those are diva tactics.
Yeah, those are diva tactics. Cotto did it.
Bro.
Cotto did
to me.
Did Cotto
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's not diva tactics, bro. If you want to start complaining about a ring size, if you didn't want to act like you don't want to fight, this is the biggest fight of your career, then you're going to act like, I'm going to pull out at the last second. Man, those ain't diva tactics. Man, that dude was shook.
Hey, yo, champ. Cut it. I can't let you just talk about nothing, right? Because, like, Billy ain't got nothing to do with this. Billy could say he could beat everybody. He didn't accuse everybody of cheating. He ain't accuse everybody of putting anything inside their gloves. He ain't accuse anybody of having bad gloves. Like, Wilder was still on Barbershop Conversation saying, don't nobody's glove go backwards. So stop. Like, it's two different things. Like, you trying to bring Billy into this to minimize the Wilder situation. No, sir. No, sir.
Yo. I got lost on the whole Billy Joe thing, but Jay Will, I say it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Debo, when he ain't around, I be talking my shit. When he around, I be quiet.
Exactly.
Like, that's what it is.
It's crazy. People don't want to just keep it real. Like, it's so weird to me, this shit, bro. K Boxing in DC, what up?
That's what it do, brother.
What up?
I see y'all back on my favorite topic today, okay? We're not on the little guys today. So, let's talk about that situation, that's about to take place, and that's the trilogy. As I said before, Ness, I know ain't nobody keeping track of that, but from the moment that second fight ended, I knew what was taking place. From the moment I ordered that fight, I paid $80-something for it. The moment I saw the cameras and Tyson Fury saw the guy try to throw his coat over the camera and the cameras got shut down, I knew the fix, the game was on. I knew it from that point. And when all of the controversy came out after the fight, at that point, I said to myself, this man jeopardized this man's life. and I knew that there would be no more talk. There's no conversation. Everybody else can use their platforms. Every top boxing announcer, old professional can say what they want. But, bro, only one man was assaulted in that ring. Only one man's life was jeopardized in that ring. And everybody can talk trash about this man, but I guarantee you, they better have security there in that ring from the time that bell rings. The first bell rings.
Cut it. KD, they ain't need no fucking security at the press conference. Get your ass out of here, yo. Y'all dreaming, bruh. Y'all fucking dream. And this is exactly what I'm saying. You see, he's so brainwashed, right, by Wilder and the stigma of Wilder that he literally expected the same thing I expected. Didn't get it, isn't mad, and is giving Wilder another opportunity to do it the next time they meet. He talking about they better have security. Why would they even waste money on security if ain't nothing happened this time? But you see, his brain told him something was going to happen because Wilder was out here saying this dude tried to kill him, he assaulted him, he dented his head, all this type of shit. So everybody expected, nigga, when I see you, it's going down on sight. That's what we expected. You made us believe that. So now I'm the villain because I'm telling everybody, I'm letting everybody know how we feel. We expected something, man. We expected something. Listen, and you don't sign up to a rematch not expecting something. I bought the first, second, and I'm buying the third fucking pay-per-view. I'm expecting something. What are we talking about here? We not supposed to have an expectation? This don't make no sense right now to me. But all right, go ahead, man. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, I'm just saying, I get it. This is not about saying that one man is scared of the next man. This is saying if you out here saying such and such and such, dude tried to hurt me, dude tried to kill me. He had Marcellus I made a joke out of it, but I'm saying like to the extent of what you expressed, all of what would have happened. Like I said, when the time to address or at least put it on the radar, you speak on it. Again, Malik Scott speaking on it. I mean, the silence is deafening sometimes. And so what Wilder didn't say says more. So it's you leave it open for interpretation. All we doing is observing it.
Even though, according to his team, they believe that the silence is getting more publicity. And maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. Maybe
for marketing.
Exactly. Like maybe the media is writing more, saying more because he didn't talk and he's getting the same level, if not more publicity. But we got Dog 215 who said Fury cheats during Spawn. Get Asbury on the show. So that's in complete, that's a counter to Malik Scott having his eardrum bust and me saying, well, Malik had he had head protector with ear protection. So Fury obviously hits hard. He's like, nah, Fury don't hit hard. He fuck around with his gloves and Spawn 2 acts Nicholas Asbury, which claims that. Let me see here. We got another one. And I think that's from Candy. Kane Slim in the building. Candy Slim 501 who says, easy to bust an eardrum with no padding in the gloves. And you see, that's 2 super chats. I mean, 2 people paying because they believed Wilder's initial statement. So it's like, these were also 2 people expecting him to say something. I finally got you in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cheating motherfucker. You know you cheated. What you gonna do now? Now that everybody gonna be watching, we ain't gonna let you get it off this. Like, damn, I can't get none of that shit. Can I get a little bit? Just a little bit?
Boxing bars. We got boxing bars.
Just a little bit, man. I ain't understand, man. I mean, all right, though. All right. Who else we got? KDDR is up. KDDR. Yo, I love this little search thing. Now I can get everybody's screen shared. KDDR says, can't believe people still thinking or questioning, because, questioning the gloves after Malik Scott disclosed Fury busted his eardrum in their first sparring. No more egg weights and no more padding talk. Laugh out loud. But that's exactly what the last super chat was about, KDDR, that Nicholas Asbury claims there was no padding in Fury's sparring gloves. So, hey, if you busted Malik Scott's eardrum in sparring, people that believe Fury is a cheater are still saying, well, hey, he probably had no padding the way Asbury believes. We got Shin C, who says, first super chat he put was, y'all some silly dudes to think that Wilder would believe he got cheated, then want to talk to Fury. Now, when all he thinking about is kill.
But you went and sat down with Fred.
So wait a minute. I don't want to talk to you because I think you cheated me, so I want to kill you. So instead, I don't have any aggression towards you, and I'm going to wait. Like, none of these excuses make sense. Only thing that makes sense is mind games. We didn't talk because we knew it was going to fuck with all of y'all, Fury included. Cool, you got that off. Check, Wilder wins then. But any other excuse you try to come up with, it don't make no fucking sense. Not to me. Anyway, moving it along, we got Shin C, right? With another, actually, let me go down the line, Shin C. Oh, yeah. He says, real killers move in silence. Fury, rest in peace, July 24th. Let's go chant, man. I hear you. We got Kentrell. Okay, not Central. Kentrell. That's new. Kentrell says, question, how do you think Wilder will handle taking punches from a Fury that weighed 300 pounds? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it all depends because, Fury said he's going to put on that weight and we got to believe him. But, I mean, is that going to slow him down? 26 extra pounds, man, he might be slow and it won't be the same. I don't know. He thinks he's going to do it sooner.
Listen, I just want to say, too, being objective is not anti-Wilder and it's not pro-Fury. It's just being objective, y'all.
Yeah.
As far as the extra weight, I mean, I'm guessing he's looking and he's saying, well, if Wilder going to come in with speed and power, that he just want to be that immovable object. So he's going to come in there kind of blobbish.
Mm-hmm. We got Carl Brown with a super chat. He says, I think Fury going to try and do what he did in the second fight, but this time, lights out. Hashtag bomb squad. Yeah, well, let's hope it's a matter of landing the punch in the right place, because in the second fight, Fury showed that the punches weren't even affecting him. He was definitely rolling with the shots, and he took those shots a lot better than the first fight, without a doubt. CRB says, dear YouTube media that think Wilder or any fighter owes you clicks and views on your platform. They don't. Funny how AJ blocks some media and it's cool. Dear CRB, even if you're talking subliminally or indirectly to me, let me just tell you one thing. YouTube media or anyone with a YouTube channel doesn't care what AJ or Wilder owes us because it doesn't matter. We will still put his name in the title and we will still get the views and the clicks that you speak of, you silly Billy. We're going out to Jerron in Louisiana. Talk to us. These dudes crazy. Like, Wilder gotta talk. He don't gotta talk to nobody. Everybody's still gonna get the same level of clicks and views by talking about him. That's how it works. Talk to us, Jerron.
Boxing coverage.
Yeah, I feel like Wilder's on his Joe Frazier in the first Ali fight type of energy. Because Frazier didn't go back and forth with Ali because he was really pissed off at Ali, and we saw what happened there. He ends up knocking Ali down and winning that fight. And as far as Malik Scott saying, well, you busted my eardrum, is either proof that Fury is cheating? Because I understand busted eardrums happen in boxing, but for the same person, he busted people's eardrums. And then bragging about sparring, to me, is tantamount to LeBron James bragging about dunking on somebody in a pickup game. Yeah, you dunk on this person in the pickup game. Like, he can dunk on Steve Kerr in the pickup game. Steve Kerr 50 years old. That don't mean Steve Kerr can't coach the Warriors to beat the Lakers. That's my call.
I hear y'all, man. I don't know about y'all, man. I'm telling y'all dudes need to get in the border wars, man. I'm taking all credit for whooping dudes' ass in Spawn. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And I've been on this show. See, before Fury said anything about a busted eardrum, I mean, I told you I literally cried when I got beat up in Spawn. Because I'm competitive. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I bust your eardrum, I'm talking all my shit. I bust the eardrum because I could punch. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. So I don't know what none of y'all not competitive, man. Sign up the border wars, man.
And
Sign
look,
up the border wars.
from a novice point of view, I'm telling you, sparring is what separates the men from the boys. The sparring make you determine whether or not you ready to get punched in the face on that level. So I don't minimize nothing about sparring as a novice. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? That's real.
Bro, look, we just did an interview. I don't know who it was with yesterday. And he was talking about sparring. We like, yo, how'd it go? And he like, look, you know, I'm not going to say, Fundora. He like, yo, I'm not going to say much. It was good work. But his smile let us assume and laugh and we joked. And, you know, and he wouldn't give us what we wanted, which was like, yeah, that dude's a great fighter. And he ain't give us that. Why? Because he got the best of them in Spawn. So keep thinking Spawn don't mean shit. When Devin Haney made a fucking career out of it, he a multi-millionaire because of it. Who jumped on here? Oh, is that you, I mean? All right. Let's see. We got Shin C that says, here he go. Shin C with your little punk ass $1.99. The real is Ness hurt a little. No, Ness a little hurt. Wilder cut him off. I am hurt. You want me to tell you the truth? I'm hurt. I am hurt. There you go. You got me? You hear me? Record it. Send it to him. I'm hurt, man. Fucking hurting, man. I don't get it, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been there from the beginning. I am hurt. But I'm hurt for other reasons. I'm hurt because you telling me I can't have my own opinion. You telling me to go against the fucking Bible. The Bible say I got free will. You want me to be a zombie. Fuck out of here, man. I'm hurt because of that. I'm hurt because y'all don't see that. So I could just say anything and have no proof and it's okay. That's not how it work, man. That's not how it work. And if you say you got proof, show it. And if you ain't got no proof and you made accusations, man, stick to them accusations. You say them shits at the fucking weigh-in, man, at the press conference, man. That's all. I mean, everybody like the term, keep the same energy till it's time to keep the same energy. Let's go out to Info Joe and Cali, man.
Let's go!
Smoke with you. Come on.
Info Joe is a beast. Checkbox red. Undefeated punchlines, better place your bet. The #1 call, fought my way up the ranks. Border wars fighter, going hard in the paint. Boxing scene writers call me spectacular.
Yeah, top of the morning, brother.
What up, brother?
What up? That's what up. King got mean in the building.
Damn, you're so shitty today.
Give the feds.
Am I
Give
good
the
now?
fans a show and let your hands go.
Yeah, that's right. Am I good now? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
All right. Hey, man, shout out to Ohio Runs Boxing. I do agree with him. Rather than Malik say that you bust my eardrum, if I was Wilder, I would have had a written quote for Malik to say just that. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing else. Just say this right here. But as far as I want to talk strategy, man, fuck all what happened last year or the press conference and all that. If you had to choose a sparring partner for Wilder, I'll take this answer off the air. I think the first, who would you choose for a sparring partner, and what would be the strategy for the first 3 to 4 rounds? Me, I want Wilder to stand in the middle of the ring, don't give up no ground in the first round just to let Fury know you ain't coming in here bullying me. Put some heavy shit on him. I think he should go to the body more, shoot the jab up top, shoot the straight right down to the midsection like he was doing, and like he was working on that when he was working the pads with Malik. But I want to see that more. But the first round, I think Wilder shouldn't give up no ground. Second round. Now, last time Fury said he was going to press him, I don't think Wilder, none of us believed that he was going to press him and try to go for the knockout. I think Wilder needs to bring somebody in there heavy as fuck to prepare for Fury trying to put that weight on him in case he does get in the clinch or whatever, and learn how to pivot out, take his left foot out and step out instead of trying to just wrestle with that motherfucker. He got to work on that. But I want to talk strategy, man. Give me your first 3 rounds. How do you see it, and what would you want to see Wilder to do? Real quick before you cut me off, I want him to think win every round, not just going there for the knockout. Just in case he don't clip Fury, he needs to win every round. If Fury hits him twice, he needs to hit him 4 times or 5 times. But I want to hear y'all strategy and who should he bring in for sparring for Fury. Somebody that can box and can brawl. That's all I got, champs. Peace and blessings to all y'all.
Info Joe is a beast. Yo, man, I'm gonna be real. He got the best sparring partner, man. I've been in the camp, man. He got the best sparring partner. Malik Scott does a fantastic impression of Fury, and he's a heavy dude. He is big and heavy. Like, he's heavy. I'm 250 and I'm thinner than Scott by a lot. You understand? So the weight is there. The weight is there and the movement is there. It's more about Wilder and Wilder being able to put it together, I think, during the fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think that's why they add in the left hook and a little bit more to that left hand so that it's you can disguise the right hand, because if all you got is a right, then that's all Fury looking for. That's why he was, you know, he'll be fighting Wilder and he'll throw that left hand up to catch that right hand coming over like that. You know what I'm saying? He was parrying, man. Like, it's about Wilder disguising his attack. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to change it up. He's going to have to change it up, and maybe that's how he's going to do it. By going to the body, he could come over the top. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. But I don't know. What about you, Amin?
I was just thinking that body work is going to be real important. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think he's going to rely more on some footwork. I've seen they've been adding that, and definitely left hook. But when they get inside, because Fury will get inside, he's gonna have to work that body, kind of bang on his body like a fucking bongo side to side, man, and just stay active so that way he doesn't get, you know what I'm saying, held for too long. You're gonna be moving that mountain. That's why I see the first 3 rounds going.
We got a super chat from KDDR who says, "Stop it." No, he says, "People, stop it going down the rabbit hole. There's commissions, people. People really think after Margarito they're gonna sweep shit under like that under the rug? Really?" Shaking my head, laughing out loud. Yeah, I do. You see, and that's the thing. I believe Wilder because of his passion. You know what I'm saying? He has so much passion with it. So I believed he was cheated. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I wanted him to, you know, go above and beyond and say, like, yo, that's why we in Las Vegas now. This commission ain't gonna let it slide. Like, something, give me something, but hey, man, whatever, man. Who am I to ask for shit, right? I ain't nobody. I ain't no fucking body, man. We going out to some callers. Let me get to some of these people on the line. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you could also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation from anywhere in the world. And if you're on Blog Talk, you got to press 1 at least one time. If you feel like you've already pressed it, don't press it again. I don't want you to take yourself out of the queue. Just letting you know, if you haven't done it, it's something that you must do to notify us that you want to rock out. We're going out to Ron in Washington, D.C. What's going on? Good morning.
Good morning, fellas. How y'all doing?
Can't complain, brother. Blessed.
Yeah, me too. I'm on your energy, man. I'm on your energy. I kind of wanted Wilder to kind of light it up a little bit in that press conference. I don't know I get him being upset and wanting to do the mean mug and hope, but man, the way we've been championing for him, waiting on this day, I wanted him to kind of go ham in there, like a Q&A almost. If y'all, once he speak his piece, the way he did when he first came out and showed that video of why the glove do this and why Ricky hadn't pulling him, I wanted him to do that in front of the world and ask them some questions and see what the reporters and the people on stage said. I'm with you. I wanted that. I wanted that bad because I wanted to see the people face when the obvious stuff that we've been seeing show. Like, I want to see what they come up with because they ain't really said nothing about it. It's just been, the YouTubers and the folks that believe, wow, the mainstream, they kind of swept it under the rug. They ain't really talk about it. So I'm with you, Ness. I wanted him to bring all that energy. And I ain't like Malik Scott. Like, if you talking like homie saying beside you, if you talking for Wilder, you can't really be talking for Wilder talking like that. Like, if you talking for Wilder the way Wilder angry, then let me see some anger. I don't need all this trying to sound super intelligent. Man, this is war. Like, y'all supposed to act upset. I ain't get I'm with you. I ain't get it. I wanted all that energy, man. I guess that's my call.
All right, brother. I hear you. So, shout out to this little podcast, man. I fucking love God for making this my life. Nicholas Asbury just sent us this. Thank you, baby Jesus, for looking out for TBV. He said, Nez, this is sparring. Do this look real? Give it some time to populate for you, I mean. He's showing, look, Fury's left hand does look extremely long. The tape, why would he be hitting Fury? Look, again, these are still shots. But this is what I'm saying. This is what we talking about right here. We talking about we doing all this pet detective shit when this is something that he should have done. You know what I'm saying? But there's a second photo that needs to be shown, and I'm gonna send it to myself to show it. But again, these are all. See, Miguel Cotto did this, man. Cotto brought his iPad. He ain't asked HBO to provide an iPad. He brought his motherfucking iPad. He said, "Look, don't call me crazy. Don't say I'm a punk because I took a knee. Don't think I was battered because I was bleeding because he did this with fucking plaster. Look, here go my proof. Look at my pictures. This is what I believe." That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. But here goes another picture Asbury sent us. Shout out to Asbury watching the little show. And so what you see is the extra long left hand of Fury landing on Asbury, and obviously because I'm assuming the fist isn't in it where the glove is. Like, you see the second layer. Even the third picture looks insane. The way the glove is like dangling like a broken wrist. Look at the third bottom. But this is what I'm saying. We ain't supposed to be doing this. Cotto did this. We ain't do this for Cotto. You got us doing this. This like, you had your opportunity to do this, man. But I'll do it for you because I'm Wilder to this day. To this day. You understand? So we'll do it for you. But you gotta play that on the way out or something. Because we got just a little bit. Because you know what I'm saying? We not know. Again, objectivity is not anti-Wilder. Nah, it's not. But that's how they gonna take it. I'm a hater. I'm pro Fury now. all this weirdness, man. And that's not it, man. I'm just being objective and subjective to the matter, man. This is a debate show. People get their feelings hurt off titles. Titles is meant to attract the audience to hear the debate. You understand? But here's more proof, man. That this is counter proof. This is Tyson Fury, you know, saying to us now, okay, so Malik Scott, Wilder's trainer, he also knows how to cheat and not use his glove properly. Look at what Scott does with his hand. Look at his glove. Why his glove looking like that? Oh, shit, how he do that? And these are brand new Malik Scott gloves. He just got this order once he got popular. Go check his Instagram. I follow the shit out of him. Understand? Well, let's play that back. What's going on with these gloves right here? This is odd. Hey, what the hell is that? What? I'm gonna have to pause that shit when he hit the bag. Hold up. Oh, wait. Oh! What the fuck is that? Yo, I'm ending this show, man. I'm gonna end this show, man, because now I'm a hater with this shit. So what? Wait a minute. Yo, what the fuck is that? I stopped it right there. What is that? I thought, what? No glove go back. That glove went backwards like a motherfucker right there. Unless this is Malik Scott doing the best impersonation of Tyson Fury. It's some fishy shit going on here, man. Hey, yo.
Maybe that's what he's showing Wilder. Like, I'll hook you up with some of these floppies, bro.
Yo, Chant, bro, this is whoa. This is whoa. I mean, I'm going to go to some callers. The phone lines lit up, man. They litty, like a fat girls. Yo, let's see who's up. Yo, that shit crazy right there. Malik, I mean, he probably ain't going to come on, but like, somebody got some explaining to do. What's up with that glove? I'm just saying. Oh, we got a brand new caller from Kansas City. Oh, you brand new. You the brand new caller from Kansas City, huh? Who this?
Nah, man, it ain't no brand new caller.
Oh, Kansas City Matt. Yo, you got like 50 million numbers. Yeah. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Kansas City Matt. This about to be the third. I mean, the sixth one right here.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
I hear you, champ.
Hey, I'm not gonna go into the whole accusation. We're gonna talk more about the press conference and what Wilder can do in the third fight. So at the beginning of his career, when I seen him in 2015, I always knew he needed to tighten up. And we've been saying that. He got punch drunk with that right hand. And we could keep talking about the gloves and all this stuff, but he didn't move his head. He didn't never work the body. He was always a headhunter. And when the time comes before they do that crunk stuff where he was all up on his body, he going to have to fight in that phone booth. You got to get past all that. And just like you said with Mayweather was on everything. Y'all can keep talking about how y'all don't like Mayweather. Mayweather didn't do this. Now we missing Mayweather's tactics. So you got to get real technical. Wilder should have been tightened up long time ago. He should have tightened up long time ago. He should have been fighting in the phone booth. He should have been working that body. I've been on Wilder, like I said, 2015. I'm not gonna sit here and be biased. There's certain things that Fury was doing way before we even knew about glove stuff. So the Gypsy King, he's Houdini.
Kansas City, Mac. Thank you for calling in, Kansas City, man. I'm about to give it all these other ones and shit, bruv. We have a lot going on here. Let's see. We are going to phone lines lit. Let me see who's this. Who's this in the 908, which is 908. I don't even know what that says. This Joshua? This is not Joshua. New caller in the 980. Who's this? And where you calling from, my friend?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. And what's your name?
Corey.
Corey, what's going on, brother? Talk to us.
I mean, I think, man, what Fury got going is good.
Did you fall off, Corey? He sure enough did. At least we got your number. Corey from Charlotte. He might be at work. You don't want to get caught up at work, man. Who we got? Who we got up on the back call? James Payne in the building. What up, though? Is you available? All right. James, where your intro?
James Payne is my name, partner, how about you? Standing on my property and I'm gonna see about you. If I come out on my porch, I see you chilling in your wheel. Boy, I hope you know somebody better be waiting on the bitch. James Payne, baby, see me pissing on the post. If we're playing basketball, you might see me in the post.
Yo, TBV, can you hear me? How my audio sound?
You good, you good.
A1, man. Best part of waking up, you know the slogan from the 80s, man. TBV in my cup, man. Shout out to Dooman. Yo, man, back with the topic that gets the people stirred up, gets the people riled up.
Yes, it do.
Gets the people going. You know what I'm saying? That Fury talk, that Wilder talk, man. My take on the headphones, is it Wilder wearing headphones because Fury gets in his head so he can't listen to nothing Fury got to say until they get in the ring? Or is it Wilder trying to get in Fury's head because Wilder won't play in the Fury's games because Wilder's been real easy to lull into these mouse traps that Fury been setting for the past few years. So I really don't know what the motive was, but I can say this: if one of the 48 laws of power is always leaving wanting more, and he definitely left everybody wanting more because he didn't say shit. So, you know what I'm saying? People want more. They want to know why you didn't say nothing. Why they want to know what you're going to do. So, he did one of the 48 laws in this instance. So, I wish him the best of luck. I'm excited to see what the result going to be.
All right. Hey, Devontae, best dad ever. You haven't pressed the number 1, or actually you were on the queue and then you took yourself out. I don't know if you felt like, oh, wait, maybe he didn't go to me because I ain't pressed 1. I didn't go to you any quicker than you expected because we got a shitload of callers and it wasn't your turn. So if you still want to talk and you're not busy at work, make sure you press 1 so you get back in that queue. And I know you do want to talk. That being said, I'm going to long lost caller. It's been a long time. He shouldn't have left us without a dope call to think about. What up, Checkmate? Phoenix, Arizona, what it do? Yo,
Can you hear me?
why you be going MIA, man? I get you mad sometimes or something?
No, man, I've been traveling, doing a lot of stuff, but when you get out of rhythm, you get out of rhythm. You know what I mean? So I just happened to fire up the laptop and catch you guys that was on. So, but I wanted to say this: Wilder's silence was golden. Everybody is talking about it. So it actually threw Fury off his rhythm. Fury normally doing a lot. He didn't do nothing. Fury was looking nervous because he didn't know. If Wilder would have opened his mouth and addressed the topic of the cheating in the last fight, everybody would have been talking about the negativity of that instead of talking about Wilder Field 3, where I guarantee Wilder's going to knock him out. So I applaud him. It was reverse psychology. It won. And you got Lance and Pugmire and all them talking about it's a dark day in boxing. Cause why? Listen, they're all against him. Wilder won. Checkmate, bitch. That's what he did. So you got to look at it from that perspective, Lance. You know what I mean? I know what you're saying. I want the answers, but we're not going to get all the answers we want because we know Fury cheated. Just ask Martin Parafoot. Ask all the other people that he's cheated with. It is what it is. Wilder Fury 3 is going to be banging. That's all. That's my call.
All right. Checkmate Boxing, Phoenix, Arizona. We got a super chat from Ryan O'Rourke in the UK who says, Jake got Floyd's hat and Fury got Wilder's tongue. Hashtag bum squad. You guys are so hurtful. Like, how can you call a dude a bum who lost to arguably the best heavyweight? Like, chill, champ. That doesn't make sense. We got Roland Curtis, who says, Wilder accused Jack Reese of giving Fury an extra long count, and worse, he accused Kenny Bayless of being a crab in a bucket. Do y'all know who Wilder wants to referee the trilogy? Who do you prefer? I don't know who he wants. Smolga, hopefully. Smolga will let them biggity bang bang for sure. Let's see. We going out to Gil on the super chat. Gil Lopez. Gil Lopez says, bomb! Quiet. Get the fuck out of here. Wilder's going down. Y'all some haters, man. I hear y'all. You rooting for your guy, man. Root for your guy. That's just supposed to be. Supposed to be about that, man. Shin C with a super chat says, I can respect that rebuttal, Ness. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Looks like we going out to Seattle, Washington. What up?
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingWords.com. I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby. Yo. It's a beautiful day in the PBC neighborhood. So, all this stuff, y'all bringing up or people want to bring up. Look, man, I've seen my favorite fighters not want to talk with some of these gifted gab boys. Sometimes, that you let them do all the talking. Sell the fight. You've been doing it for a while. It's time for to sit back and let's see the rematch. And let's see who's bringing the cheating and who ain't. It's crazy, the dude's treated with trainers. I think Cunningham.
This cost 140 pounds.
Whoa.
That sounds crazy as hell.
Martin Lamb, wait your turn. Go for it, brother.
Man, I lost train of track what I was talking about. Yeah, so Fury cheated with a lot of people. Even there was a referee who even was wondering about his tactics and never really seen him. I mean, you talking about a dude, didn't he have like 1,000 amateur fights?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
that's a lot of freaking fights, 1,000, bro. You're tripping right now.
I was reading a story where he had like in the amateurs. He was in the amateurs for a very long time. The dude used to bare knuckle box. I mean, so he might just bring that back when he fights black fighters. Sometimes I don't know. That's just how the game goes, man. If he has the tactic to do it, I mean, he's gonna do it. I mean, he has to change it up to beat Wilder. So if he's
all right. Well, thank you for calling in, my friend. Appreciate that. I got 2 counter punches. My bad, man. Let me see if he's still here. Okay, he is. Apologies, brother. Jay Will in Ohio. Talk to us.
Yes, sir. I almost forgot what I was going to say. Yeah. Back to the strategy. Your boy Info Joe brought up a good point. I kind of didn't get a chance to talk about the strategy or about the thumbnail of the call. You know what I'm saying? Can he do something different? I think Deontay can do a lot of different things. We have seen him, have a decent jab before against Dazn, and he obviously went away from that jab. He wouldn't jab at all, pretty much. But if he attempted to jab, it's going to be hard to jab with a bigger guy and a longer guy, but he got to at least, try to attempt to throw out a jab. So just starting there alone, that he, that's something that we know he has in his repertoire that he used before, that he can, try to do different. He just got to not rely on that power, man. But yeah, Deontay Wilder can do a lot of different things. to get some different results. And yeah, I just can't wait for the fight, man. It's gonna be a good fight, man. That's my call.
All right, brother. Who we got in the building? Looking like CK in Cincinnati. What up?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
All good.
Man, this is a great fight coming up, man. I gotta give you your props because, like you said, we not gonna be no zombies out here. We you know, Wilder know that we rooted for him more than anybody.
Word.
Especially you know, and you got the best Deontay Wilder interviews on your channel. Over an hour long. Am I lying?
You ain't lying.
We keeping it 100.
I put
It's
like
just
40,000
go ahead.
miles on my car.
Real talk, man. So Ned's been giving us the real, but he's not going to compromise his channel. Boxing Boy's not going to compromise himself because, like you said, there is no excuses because I can't take that stuff to get to my money at the I lost money on you, Wilder. I can't tell them people that, oh yeah, he had something in his glove. Wilder told us it wasn't no excuses. So you don't tell me there's no excuses. And the reason why he lost is because, let's talk about the weight gain. You was 231 pounds, but we never got to talk about that. You know what I mean? And let's talk about the woman factor. Tyson Fury, he sent his wife packing while she was pregnant. So he had 6 weeks to train by himself. Wilder was up under his woman, and that's where he got the costume design from. We never got to talk about these things. How do you think the weight gain affected his performance, Ness?
I don't think it was an issue. He's been
20 pounds not an issue.
Nah,
you
man.
see how much footwork he had in the first fight?
I don't think it's an issue, man. He's been heavy before. I'm gonna check his resume. I'm pretty sure he's been heavy before, man.
231, that's the heaviest of his career. He never was heavier than 231, was he?
I'm not saying he's been heavier than this. I'm sure he's been heavy before, but I'm pulling it up. Give me a minute. Keep going with your call.
And but now Anthony Joshua and Wilder, I think they both deserve the opportunity to go out on their shield. Both of their fights were stopped prematurely, man. Both of them could have kept going. That 1-2 from Fury was not enough for them to stop the fight again.
CK, I got that information though. So he weighed 231 for the second Fury fight, and for the first Fury fight he weighed 212. But I thought it was 209. I was at that weigh-in. That's crazy. I remember him weighing in with just the mask, and he had the coat, but he took the coat off, he had no shirt, and people thought he got sick. He even mentioned something like that. That being said, he was 228 3/4 versus Spielka, Duhaupas, and Eric Molina. He was 229. So again, 231. Okay. So versus Eric Molina, he had a great performance, and I mean, I ain't saying great because, he got hurt that fight. But what I mean is he was only 2 pounds away. I mean, it was only 2 pound difference from what he weighed in for Fury. So it's like for people to act like, oh, it was the weight. Nah, it wasn't the weight. He weighed 227 versus Malik Scott. He weighed 229 versus McCreary. Like he's been heavy. 228 is something that he's done a lot. If you go through his resume, he got the 228 and he can keep that weight on. So don't be mistaken. That being said, looks like we got Devontae, the best dad ever. What up?
Hello. Yeah, what's up? Y'all can hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, I got one thing. Well, two things to say. So where everybody keeps talking about how he didn't say nothing at the press conference. My grandfather, he's 84 years old. Right there, sitting watch ESPN and read the newspaper. After the conference, I get a phone call from him, which I rarely do sometimes, and he was like, "I want to buy the fight," and I'm like, "Huh?" So it kind of got me, and I'm like, "I'm not gonna let you buy it. I'm not gonna let you waste that money. I'm gonna buy the fight for him so he can see it because he really want to see it." And it's like the silence of Wilder really had him like he said it took him back to the old days. And I ain't get to go there and talk to him yet to see what it's actually about. And I feel as though maybe they just Malik Scott, he just threw that stuff out there just for confidence. Like, just to build his confidence up. Keep building fucking for his confidence up. Just go ahead and break it down. Fight night. Wilder by KO. That's all.
All right. Thank you for calling in, Devontae. We got.
Shout out to Grandpa. He on his man a few words. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's drawing him in. You know.
For sure. We got Ricky in Florida. Ricky in Florida. What's up?
What up, Ness? What up, family? You know, Ness, don't let these dudes boost you up the misstep when they come to Wilder. Time he'll all win. At the end of the day, Wilder didn't say nothing in the press conference, but he spoke to who he felt like he wanted to speak to when he spoke. I felt like there was more power in his silence. He controlled the room. The whole press conference was controlled by him. He dictated and manipulated the whole press conference. He made people address him even though he didn't say nothing. He was trending #1 on Twitter even though he didn't say nothing. He promoted the whole fight without speaking. My issue is people saying it made him look like a coward or this or that. AB showed up to plenty of press conferences with headphones on and lost fights. Now, AB was a little more ignorant, but Wilder was up there to handle business. He told you, first thing he said, it's about business. I want it in blood. Stay silent. When it's time for the stare-off, 5 minutes long. Longest stare-off in the world history. It's a Guinness World Record. Looked him in his eyes, took off his glasses. When he made his point, he walked off. I'm ready for the fight, man. I'm gonna be in the building. You doing the appreciation night, Ness? I want to shake your hand, man.
Oh man, I'm trying, bro. We trying. We contacting a few venues, man. Thank you for reminding me. Anybody in Las Vegas area, if you got a bar and you want us to bring anywhere from like 100 to 150, 200 people to your establishment, have some big name fighters there, watch the fight, you know, and have us spend money on your alcohol and hors d'oeuvres, man. Hit me up, man. Hit me up so we could get together and make it happen. We got to give the people an appreciation night. And to all my West Coasters, man, shout out to Karma. He's at least trying. I see you working, trying to find a location, not only for Border Wars, but even the appreciation night, man. I need my info, Joes and JPs, to shake and bake, man. Get it done out there, man. Y'all know more people in the West than me. And you know, you find a location, I bring the fighters, man. Easy peasy, man. I mean, the last time we done it was
Yeah.
Oh, let me
You know
make
what that
sure they
is?
see you. Let me make sure they see you. Tell them what it is, champ.
That is. This right here is what made me, you know what I'm saying, who I am. This is the 2017 Caller of the Year. Caller of the Year. This is the award right here and all its prestige. You know what I'm saying? These don't exist in a lot of places, but here it is. So that appreciation night, man. I know the guys are definitely working on that. It'd be exciting to meet up, you know, with a lot of the people, you know, from the TBV community, man. So get working on that. Anybody in the Vegas area, get working on that, man.
Yeah, man. I want to make it happen for sure, bro. I'm trying to it's been a minute, man, and I think we can pull off a real nice one because of that. Because it's been a minute, and you know, we're in a different place now, so I think it'll come off properly. Let me see. Let me go out to Dennis in Tampa. What's going on, my friend?
Dennis.
Look, the fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire? We're firemen. We are firemen. Evil one has
BoxingVoice.com.
You know, I still can't believe that wasn't an honorable mention in our group for best intros. Because damn, that's just smoking. Shout out to Dollar. Yo, I'm glad. I mean, you know how I feel about you, man. You're like a brother, you know. So much love and respect to you both. So, because I look at this,
Definitely.
I would love. Thank you, brother. I would like to be able to wrap my head around and articulate the way you guys talk and explain boxing. Because 9 out of 10 times I have the same opinion. Like with I mean, in his IG channel, I get a lot out of that. I get a snapshot, the same way I love Ness and the TBV, because I go one spot and I get all my shit. I'm too old to be on Twitter and flipping around and trying to figure shit out, you know? I got a life, you know what I'm saying? But with that said, I say that to say this. I just wish, and I hope, Ness, bro, you my boy, that Wilder comes back to you, bro. But with all the things that have been said and coaching and wanting to get it out of him to say shit, I don't think that's the best approach. At one time, you got to wear your press and your hat as a professional to stir pots and all that shit. But I love going here because with my one-stop shop, I got to be with Wilder. There's no way I'm not going to ever pick against Wilder because he's American, bro. He represented our country. You know, that's my personal choice. I'm not going to vote for a fucking foreigner. Come on, man. You know, get behind the flag. Even though the flag, I fly a black one because I don't like everything. But at the end of the day, bro, Wilder just got to be him. He's pushed. He puts a fork in the road with old media and new media. Why didn't he get in front of everybody and say what he needs to say? But he's on all the other channels, which I don't support, just this one. So I just hope he comes back, Ness, and we do what we got to do, and maybe you could use prudence. I don't know. I ain't asking you to, you know, do what I want, but make it attractive for him to come back, other than just keep putting on the hot seat saying, you suck, you didn't speak up, you didn't say nothing.
Whoa, I never said he sucked. What's up with you?
No, Ness, with much love and respect, he's probably hearing that because he's very sensitive. Let's be honest. A little thing, he turned off the switch. He's hearing it like, you're supposed to be my boy. A lot of his interviews, he's saying, if you thought I was this and you thought I was that, why didn't you call me? No one's calling me. Now, I don't know the validity of that.
Man,
I'm hoping.
That ain't to me, bro. He know that ain't to me.
Yeah, but you got to call him and tell him that. I don't know. Bruh. And I'm not trying to make assumptions. I just hope he comes back into the fold because, like the gentleman said before me, the one-stop place that he always came to was TBV. You know, and I missed that. I want that. So I guess, summing up, that's basically what this call is.
Y'all need to do that. You need to go to his Instagram and be like, yo, why you not on TV?
And I've already done that, Ness. I've already done that several times, bro.
It's gonna take us several more times and several thousand people for him to get.
I give you my word that I'll keep doing that. But that's why I wanted to base my call on because the heavyweights is all drama. What you got to mean?
No, I was going to say, Dennis, you got to remember, this is the only podcast, and like you said, on my Instagram page, where you can find, till this day, an official song for Deontay Wilder, bro. Like, you got to understand.
How much more we got to show? Like, we've done, listen.
Respect.
It is what it is, man. I'm not going to say anymore because he already think I'm saying too much. Dennis, thank you for the call, brother. Thank you for the call. We appreciate you. We going out to JP in Long Beach.
Long Beach in the house.
Yeah, what's up, fellas? King Amin, part of the GOAT family. What happening?
JP, what's good, my brother?
Man, it is. It's Friday. I like the move. Wilder doing. You know, the old media, they present Fury as this super funny, flashy dude that everybody want to be around. He the life of the party. Well, go ahead and be it. Because the truth is, nobody wants to see Tyson Fury unless Deontay Wilder is standing in front of him. So I think the strategy Wilder's playing, go ahead and do all the antics. They say you so funny and everybody's here to see you. Let's see. Because that's not the truth. Deontay Wilder is the show here. He's the one we're all here to see. He's the heavyweight champ that everyone wants. He's the champ that we want. So that's my call, man. Let him go ahead and be a fool and a clown. Sit back and just wait for the fight.
All right. We going out to Florida.
Wait a minute. You say you know boxing?
Yeah. What is it? Maybe I don't know.
Tell me what a pull counter is.
Pull counter? I've never heard that term before. That must be your term. You must have been busy.
HBO need to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit.
Yo, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What up, what up, what up? I mean, what's happening?
King, what's good, bro?
Nothing much, man. Good to see you on the panel, man. I just jumped on, bro. I was jumping on to listen, man. I don't even really know what's the topic. I'm assuming it's Wilder Fury because I just heard JP call and.
Well, let me play the audio for you since it's been a minute, and people, you know, people are assuming we're talking about his silence, and yeah, it's not really about the silence, and more about what Fury is saying. Now I don't even find the freaking audio where I put it at.
Talking about. You talking about when he was telling Malik Scott how you gonna train him to beat me when you can't beat me?
Yeah, that
Okay, yeah, I heard that. I heard that. I mean, look, man, that's just good shit talk. That's good banter. You know what I'm saying? Because if that rule really applied, then I mean, shit. Most of these trainers, you know, we had this conversation on the show before, man. Most trainers wouldn't be shit then. Nobody would be doing anything. Like you can't have that logic, bro. So, you know, it's funny though. It's good shit talk, man. That's what Fury do. But you know, again, that logic don't apply, man. That don't mean shit. But yeah, that's really all I got, man. So I jumped on the list, man. So that's all. I appreciate you.
All right. Well, just answering a Patreon message to my good friend Austin in Tejas, letting him know that is done. For Austin and Ignorant Boxing, I've just officially made a Discord and I've even connected it to the Patreon. So now you gotta show us what the hell to do with it. I don't even know what we're supposed to do with the Discord or how to use it. But yeah, we done it. It's there and connected. So we're going out to the phone lines. You already know the number to call in, 14255695241. Press 1 to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We're going out to who's in the building? Is this Mr. Ronald Finkley? What up?
How you doing today, Nuss?
Cool and can't complain.
Top of the morning, champ.
Yeah, it's a nice, cool day. What's good, Yeah, man, I just wanted to call in about that press conference. Wilder let me down, man, because, you know, we had to listen to him all of that time. And, like, this was his perfect opportunity. He came face-to-face with Fury. Of course, don't hit him. But at the same token, like, I didn't want to buy the fight watching that press conference because I felt like Wilder's just, like, going to do the same thing. He's going to get in the ring. He's going to stay stagnant. He's going to lose rounds. That's the reason why I feel like Fury's going to beat him. He's just going to stay too stagnant because he ain't even talking. Like, he ain't even showing no emotion. So how are you going to beat Tyson Fury, who's elusive, who can pot shot you? He looked like Michael Jackson in the ring. Tyson Fury is a boxer, and that's what people want to see, a boxer. Wilder sitting up there talking about he's going to kill somebody. We're going to sit up there and wait each round after round, and when they're going to be stressed out, when he just get washed. Because you can't knock him out. He cannot knock Tyson Fury out. That's just my opinion. And I'm out.
All right, Ronald Finkley. We're going out to Super Chat from CRB1 who says, he says, I was talking about Michelle Phelps and Radio Raheem flying out to press conferences, assuming they'd get an exclusive, but didn't. But now they mad. That was dumb. Well, I'll say this, CRB. If you're Radio Raheem, you helped to this day become popular. So I would see why he thought he would get an interview. I think, right? Can you agree with that? Did you expect Radio Raheem not to get an interview?
Nah, listen, at the very least, he's hoping lightning strikes twice. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
He's hoping for a sound bite. You know what I'm saying? Either directly or indirectly.
Just making sure we were on the same page with that one. We got Sam in the UK that says, great show. Well, thank you, Sam. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, man. You the man. Sam's the man. Where is your super chat, Sam? There he goes. Let me put that up. There we go. Here we go. Bam. Oh, I'm still not screen sharing for whatever reason. Oop, here we go. There we go, Sam. Let's fix this up. Make it a little bigger. All right. There you go. Who's next? Looking like Super Max says. Where is he? Super Max said, damn, they not all gonna get big? What the hell? He says, yo, you just sparked a great point, Ness. If you really believe there was a cover-up conspiracy, then why agree to fight under the same commission as the last time? I mean, isn't it in Vegas this time? It's not in LA again, right? Wasn't the first one in LA?
Yeah, first time was in LA.
Yeah. Where was the second one? Vegas. Was the second Vegas?
Yeah, see it.
Shit. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you got a point, Supermax. I don't know, man. Point is, he chose not to say nothing. And we talking about Fury saying that, this guy really can't train him since he couldn't deal with him in sparring. RS1 says, Malik Scott gave Fury his props on winning the second fight. Why would you give a cheater props? Hashtag I'll sleep your big ass. Shout out RS1. We got Can Man is up next. Who's the Can Man? Can Man with the super chat $5. He says people mad at Malik for speaking. Well, Wilder wasn't speaking, so who else is supposed to speak? I guess Fury should have played both roles. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. And next up,
let's not forget though, man. It was also, Fury out, because this is the other part too. And I'm not putting salt in the wound. Fury out there talking about they both bitches. I'll fight it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that was said.
Yeah, he
so
talking
for that,
greasy.
Cash shit. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
So, I ain't saying you gotta say something, but you know what I'm saying?
Though.
The way Malik Scott said it, it's like, yeah, it's like nigga. Yeah,
Malik, I ain't
like trying to speak. His response was his response.
I ain't like
not
Malik
when he's
response.
saying y'all both bitches. I can't respond that kindly.
I ain't like Malik response because it's almost like diminishing Wilder's accusation. He like, yeah, you bust my eardrum. You 260, 70 pounds and you can fight. Well, it's like, whoa. What are you saying here? But we got KDD artist says, I'm truly convinced people got a Fury glove fetish. We going out to Big Nick in the Juke. What up?
Hollywood. No trolling from me today. What's going on, Ness?
Deontay Wilder.
Yo, big up, Ness. Big up. Bro, listen. The way I see that press conference, right, was that look, Wilder did what he had to do for him, innit? It was the best decision that for himself, but as boxing fans and the boxing public, obviously, it wasn't the best decision for us in general, was it? Really? But I tell you what, I found a bit contradictory was the fact that he was silent in the press conference, and then he went over to ES News, the Ellie Setback, and he did a whole interview talking. And I'm like, bro, why didn't you just do that on the platform you had the ability to share it with the whole world? You know what I mean? I found that a bit weird. But listen, I gotta be honest with you, man. I don't understand this whole Malik Scott thing because my man was talking too much in that interview. He was snitching. How are you gonna go tell the whole world how the guy that your fighter is fighting bust your eardrum too? So it's like he smacked his bitch up and your man. Like, bro, come on, this is mad. I don't understand it, bro. He's gonna have to wear some headphones at the next press conference as well. Both of them. You know what I mean, Beats by Fury. But yeah, bro, that's my call.
My man said Beats by Fury. You disrespectful. Yo, Carlitos Way says, will Wilder's accusations against the
Damn.
Nevada Commission and the refs count against him when he fights in Nevada again? Not a smart move, in my opinion. We going out to Davidian in Buffalo Falls. Buffalo, what up, though?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Of course.
All right. What's up? I mean, what's good, Ness?
What
That's good, champ.
Nah, I mean, I'm good. Man, yeah. I mean, y'all bring up some good points, but I mean, all the answers will be answered on July 24th. That's all I can say. I mean,
yes, sir.
You know, we'll see then. You know, who had the last laugh. You know. I'm obviously going to root for the American. I've been on Wilder's side. Not everything that he's done, but that's for sure. But we'll see in the fight. We'll see. You know, they two of the best. You know, Wilder's still one of the best. I know the UK likes to get on Wilder that he's trash and all this other stuff. He has no skills and all this other stuff. But we'll see July 24th. That's my call. Great show. God bless.
Thank you,
God
brother.
bless you, champ. Thank you for calling in. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already subscribed to the show, go ahead and do so by subscribing. You're going to help us reach our next goal. I'm trying to get to 130,000. We had 126,806. So tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Plus, I dropped a bunch of interviews on the upload side of the YouTube, so definitely check out my interviews with Andre Durrell, Ivana Habazan, and there's numerous different interviews. We're scheduling them, we're pulling them out periodically. Shout out to Canna and shout out to Mark in the Netherlands helping us out. We're also clipping out interviews. If you missed any of our interviews, we're re-uploading them separately from right here on the show. You can catch the social media star Corey B and his thoughts on smacking Malinagi's neck. You could also catch Melissa and for my man D Styles out there. Hopefully you're listening, man. I thought you was Mexican, bro. Her name is Melissa La Bella Bestia Odessa. Her interview we did, she's fighting Saturday, La Bella Bestia. And just numerous, man. I've literally have about 60 interviews, and that's not including the Michael Polite coffee stuff that I've done and haven't even taken it out the camera yet. Just sitting on fuego. You know what I'm saying, though? So now you know. But yeah, man, don't forget to head on over to the upload side and, click on a video and check out some of my work. I got some Michael Hunter bag work. I'm going to be putting out some Erickson Lubin pad work and all that great stuff, man. So if you want more great content, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and help me reach that goal, man. I'm trying to get to the 130K, man. That's what I want, 130K. Can't complain. You guys did help me get to 120. It wasn't exactly on my birthday, but who can complain? A couple days later, we got it as a community, and I appreciate you for it. We're going out to Martin Lamb. Martin Lamb. Silence of the Lambs? Clarice. Martin Lamb, you must unmute on Skype. Martin going once. Martin going twice. Martin is done. See you later. All right, we got on the Blog Talk side of things looking like we're Martin. Hello.
How you doing, my friend? What a good show today.
Well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Off work, having a few beers, having a smoke.
Well, shout out to you.
Everything's good.
Shout out to you.
So,
man. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, my brother. So, Ness, do you honestly believe that Fury cheated, you think?
I believe Wilder believes that. And that's why I'm disappointed that he didn't speak his truth at the press conference in front of the world watching.
He didn't want to get into that talk because he he just don't want to get Fury into his head anymore. That's my opinion. I mean, I'm from England. I'm also a gypsy.
Oh.
So I understand. I like Deontay. Thought he carried himself well when he was champion. I like the man. But obviously I'm behind Tyson because he's a gypsy. But like gypsy people, mate, you go around a gypsy camp, all the little boys got boxing gloves for toys.
Mm.
And to your other fella who was on here earlier, Tyson had finished his amateur career 31-4.
There you go. Not 1,000 amateur fights.
No, not three times more than Lomachenko. No, he was amateur for 27 years.
Damn.
No, mate, I'm looking forward to this fight. I can't see him. I can be honest with you. I can't see nobody beating Tyson Fury. He's not just a great big hawk of a man. He's a great big fucking hawk of a man who knows how to fight.
Yeah, he does, man.
You know?
He does.
And what Tyson's going to turn up?
And you know, you can't deny that he knows how to get dirty. You know, I'm not saying I'm not listen, hear me out. I'm not saying he knows how to cheat, but when he was fighting Steve Cunningham and, you know, it was time to use the Floyd Mayweather forearm, he used it. You know, when he was in the clinch with Wilder in the second fight, he punched to the body. You know what I'm saying? So he's not just going to fight you traditionally and be touching gloves with you every time the bell rings. Like, he's there to fight you, and you have to know that.
No, mate, my friend, all his uncles, cousins, brothers, every one of them Fury boys can fight. You know the big fat one, Shane, with the curly hair?
Yeah.
He can fight for fun. He's a bad man, trust me.
Wow.
They can all fight, mate. His dad done 8 years for taking a man's eye out at the car auction.
You know, I heard that story. Woo! Excuse me.
You want to tell them to flush that for 2 weeks before they sell it to you, mate.
I know, man. Black ash, champ. I know. Listen, I know exactly what you know. When I smoke this and I see black ash, I say this fucking guy was lazy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But listen, man, thank you for calling in. And Martin, I wish I was in the UK to get some of that freshly flushed joint. You hear that, Joe? Now you know. We going out to my friend, your friend in New Jersey, Majimbe. What up?
Go to UK, you gotta get big cheese. That's the strain to get out there. Delicious.
Yo, listen,
but anyway.
Since we talking strains, I think the best strain on the market right now is Mountain Kush. I had that in Vegas. It was insane.
I heard you say it. I haven't tried it. It's on my bucket list. So, but now right now here is a lava cake or some shit like that. So I don't know. I haven't had that either, but everybody's speaking about it. So.
There you go. So what's up, my friend? Talk to us. What did you think of Malik Scott and Tyson Fury? Did you hear the clip or do you need to hear it?
I need to hear it.
Oh, shit. Let me see where I left it. I think I found it while Keem was needing it.
You can't expect him to do something that you couldn't do.
Like what? Knock you out?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but me and you never fought, Tyson. You bust my eardrum when we
did spar, didn't we? And
yeah,
we know what happened there.
You're a 260-pound man that can fight. You bust my eardrum the first time we sparred. That's not something to brag about. You can fight. That's what you do.
I know, but like you can't teach him to be some great fighter when you wasn't. Just because you both got your eardrums burst in sparring and fights, it is what it is. But I can't see him doing anything different. Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows?
First day I boxed him, he bust my eardrum. Then I come back to box him again the next day. And then the next day it happened and I couldn't hear and I couldn't continue to box. That's nothing brag. This shit happens in boxing.
Of course.
But you're bringing that up as if
you brought it up. You said I popped your eardrum. I didn't mention it. But as we're on the topic of ear busting, don't we find it funny that I busted both of these guys' eardrums? Trainer and fighter. Crazy. Statistics.
There's your audio.
Yes, I heard it. I thought it was new audio. Yeah, but you know what? Here's my thing. You don't have to be a great fighter to be a great trainer. Freddie Roach wasn't a great fighter. He's a great trainer. Robert Garcia, good fighter, not great fighter, but is a great trainer.
Well, he was a world champion.
Ronnie Shields.
He was a world champion. It's hard to find great trainers who were world champions.
That's true. Yeah.
It's hard to find those. So, like, at least Robert was a world champion.
Yep.
I think it was Floyd to beat him, right?
No, they never fought.
Corrales, right?
Yeah. So here's my thing, though. If you think you're gonna get a brand new Wilder in one training camp, that's not gonna happen. I don't see how.
Well, you're wrong there. It's more than one training camp. Training camps are anywhere from 60 to 90 days. So he could have literally 5 to 4 training camps with the year he's been out the ring.
So, but we're just starting to see them working together now.
You're just starting to see, but think about it. He really dropped clips because the media, the YouTube media, was definitely complaining like, yo, he's going silent. He ain't showing shit. Well, he better be working. And then, boop, all of a sudden, clips start dropping left and right. Yeah, we working.
I'm going to say they started working once we found out that Malik was going to be his head trainer. Man. Because how many months has it been that?
Champ, you see the focus in his eyes. At the very least, you can see that. Why would you wait to know what's going to happen? There's no way. He been training, man. He been training. Listen, you don't just wake up one day. I mean, I know he's rich, and I guess literally you can just wake up and say, yo, call a bunch of contractors and build a whole facility in my backyard. But I don't think that shit happened overnight, man. Like that, there was a lot of planning. You see the basketball court, you see the ring. He made the foundation for the ring out of concrete. Like, bro, and that's from video I can see. Like that.
Yes, but you follow Malik on social media too. How long has it been that he's been down there?
Bro,
it hasn't been that long.
I think he's been down there for a while.
Nah.
There's clips of him training his. First of all, remember him and Wilder live in L.A. They got an L.A. home, an Atlanta home, and an Alabama home. So when Malik was in L.A. and he was putting clips of him and his son, that doesn't mean that they weren't working in his gym in L.A., where he does fantastic pad work with that fine.
Oh my God, yes, she is. Yo, crazy. Malik's the best.
Malik does fantastic pad work out here, man. He's the best at pad work, I tell you. I don't know why that girl don't go pro. She be hitting them pads and shadow boxing and really working. I feel like, man, you seen what Ebony Bridges did. She need to go pro.
Yeah, but she probably doesn't need it though, man. I mean, let's be honest. Somebody's taking care of her.
I mean, why not be independent? See?
Yeah, you're right.
She would come in the game on some Jake Paul shit, like making pay-per-views from the rip. I'm gonna have to pull up so people know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I was talking to Bourne last night after the show. I just don't see how Wilder's gonna win. I mean, the only way that he wins, in my opinion, is the knockout. And if my man comes in at 300 pounds like he's promising, I see Wilder getting steamrolled again.
I mean,
but
I don't know. But I hear you. Let me show this pad work real quick. Look at these body shots, these left hooks, man. This girl is no joke. She need to just turn pro and get her Ebony Bridges on, make that bag. You know what I'm saying? Give somebody a shot with her following, and she'll get it going. It'll be on and popping.
Together.
Say again?
Throw her and Ebony on the card together. Let them fight each other.
If they the same weight, because that could have been the reason she hasn't turned pro. What if she's like a heavyweight? Because she's definitely thick. So it's like, if she's a heavyweight, she like, man, I ain't getting beat up like that. You know what I'm saying? But this just one clip. Like, she literally knows how to box. Does she know how to fight? I don't know. But she's being taught. She was the first pupil of Malik Scott. She been doing this shit with him for years. So it's like, she should know how to fight by now. And I'm letting her know. She gonna sell them tickets like Bridges real quick. But all right, let me get to some other callers here. Is that my good friend the Unified?
I am the Unified Heavyweight Champion of the World.
I know you're booing me.
because I'll whip the fighter's ass. But you know, that's boxing.
On this side of the pond, we're serious. Do you know what I mean? UK, Great Britain boxing is on the map.
My God, I feel terrible. I feel terrible that I'm living in your head rent free.
Hey yo, you know I mean, TBV, Ness, what up, man?
What
You hear
up?
me, Ness?
I hear you perfectly, champ.
All right. Yeah, no, so I caught up like a little bit on the conversation. So I agree with most people, right? Most people came up and said, you know, Fury is just trolling and it has to say something at a press conference to ignite some kind of fire, right? Because nothing was happening. But you definitely haven't got to be a great in the ring to be a great teacher. And that applies for every sport, man. I can tell you that whoever's been training Usain Bolt to run can never beat him at 100 meter. He can still train him technically and tell him what he's doing wrong and make adjustments. Same thing with Michael Jordan. I can tell you that like 99%, if not 100% of his trainers can't beat him at basketball. They can still train him tactically and, you know, technically to do certain things and point out different, you know, issues that he should work on. That applies for all sports. Find any sports you want. The top trainers aren't top players and have never been top players, you know. So, like, Fury was just saying something because Wilder wasn't saying anything, so he had to just ignite some fire in that press conference. What else did you say? Yeah, like, I agree with my Jimbe, right? You said, oh, you know what, like, it's not the first training camp and all that. You're right, they've been training together for a long time, but it's the first training camp in the sense that he hasn't seen the fruits of what he's been doing, teaching in a fight. He's seen it in a gym and all that, but it's the first training camp because he doesn't know if whatever he's been teaching him has gone through to him in a fight scenario. They haven't had a fight together, so he doesn't know. And that's going to be their first training camp per se because they haven't had any fights together. That's pretty much it. Oh, and last one, that girl not turning pro. There's tons of people good on the pads, man. Like, but the key ingredient for turning pro is not how technical you are. There are other things that Malik maybe sees, right? Maybe she ain't got no heart. She doesn't want to get hit. All those things. That's the key ingredient. Like
No,
number
but
one thing.
she's a model, so maybe she just ain't.
Yeah, but he also sees other things, right? Maybe he's
Yeah,
put her in the ring
but we
and
don't even
then when she
know.
get
But we don't
yeah,
even know.
we don't know.
We don't know if he talked to her about turning pro. I'm telling her
We
she needs
we,
to
we,
turn pro.
we don't know, but that's the thing. You don't know the key ingredient.
You shouldn't be talking and driving if you're going to talk and drive because you lost service, champ.
Man,
Put on
I'm
there
losing
against Queen
service
Naja.
not because I'm driving, man. It's the area we in. You know.
What's up? I hear you now, though.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. Like the technical side can be taught, but you need to have fighters, like fighters' mentalities, and some people just don't have it.
Mitty, you talking about being a world champion. I'm talking about a girl.
I'm not talking about world champion. I'm talking about being in a ring and reacting to punches at any level.
Bruh, this is women's boxing. We can get her
I
5
don't give a
fights.
shit. That's women boxing. That's the same thing. You're gonna get punched, and then if you start looking down, if that's not for you, that's not for you. But on the pads, you can be all
Women's
relaxed
boxing.
because that's the pads.
Women's boxing. We get her 5 fights and she gets the bag. It's about getting the bag, man.
Maybe she can't get one fight because like she doesn't have the heart to do that.
I'm not thinking pessimistically. I'm thinking optimistically. I'm thinking that she looks good on the pads. She's been training with Malik Scott for over 3 years. So I believe she can transition that training into a professional career, especially in women's
That's
boxing.
what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. It's quite possible, but don't jump to conclusions like that because the key ingredient is not like looking good on the pad. The key ingredient for you to turn pro and to be a fighter is like, can you react properly under fire, right? And some people just don't. Some people look phenomenal on the pads for 20 years. That's all they've been doing. They just can't fight.
I hear you, Mitty. I'm just not being pessimistic, man. I'm looking at the young lady, and she looks as decent on the eyes as Ebony Bridges. She's doing pad work as decent as Ebony Bridges, and I'm thinking optimistically for her. That's all.
Yeah, but then you see Ebony Bridges, right? You now know that Ebony Bridges, when she get popped in the eye and the eye is big and swollen and all that, she's gonna go through it because she
Yeah,
has that
but
ingredient that she knows.
let this woman suffer adversity and see
And,
can she
and
go
what you're gonna
through it.
find that you're gonna find that in her first fight? No, you find
No,
that out in the gym, and maybe it has. That's what I'm telling you, and that's why you can't tell her go pro because you can't. You don't have it.
oh
Just that's
my
fine.
god, you're so hung up on this, bro. I get you, man. Again, I see the marketing side of it. You're looking at the boxing side of it. All I'm saying is until that is crossed, she won't know. And we won't
I
know.
get you.
Someone's gonna. I'm gonna have to interview
I
her now.
get you,
I'm
but
gonna have to
I get
interview
you.
her now.
All I'm saying is like Malik is as smart as you. Malik is as like he understand all those things,
I
and
don't
if he
know.
hasn't done,
I don't know. Listen.
oh, you don't know. You don't.
Understand
Okay,
what I
okay,
mean,
cool.
Mitty. Does he have
All
another
right.
professional fighter other than Wilder? No, he doesn't.
He didn't, but
All
that's
right.
the thing.
And we
Like,
just
hey,
started
this.
and we just started seeing him train his son. So to say that because he's not training her at a professional capacity indicates that she can't be a professional in his eyes is false. He just became a professional trainer.
Listen. In the gym, yeah. In the gym I go to, we have like we're 3, 4, 5 trainers, right? Any of those trainers are desperate to look for someone that they can turn pro and they can see potentials. But they see loads of people that can just do pads and all that. But not everyone can be turned pro. When we see someone that can be turned pro, you can be sure we're gonna be on their ass and say, hey, you could do something. Hey, you know what? You're a woman, actually.
I
I
know
can
what
get
you're
you a title
doing,
shot
Mitty.
in 4 or 5 fights.
I know
You
what
know
you're
what I mean?
doing. I know what you're doing, man. Your name is obviously Coach Mitty. You want to deter Coach Malik Scott from his pupil that he's been working with for 3 years because you see the potential and you want it for yourself. You probably already
Yeah,
sent the young lady a DM talking about, hi, I'm Coach Mitty and I can help you
no,
become a
I
professional.
sent her a first class ticket to the UK because that makes sense for me to just take her here, right? So,
Absolutely, it makes sense. You build them in the UK. You know they love boxing. See, he's thinking 10 steps ahead of us. You build it
that's
there
it.
first. I get it. I see. See, I got you, man.
Hey,
Let me get to
don't
some
worry, man.
callers, Coach Midi. Wink, wink. I see what you're doing there. I got you. Yeah. See, he wants that fighter too. I'm telling you, there's potential there. There's potential there. Let's go to Florida. Brand new caller. What part of Florida are you calling in from, my friend? Florida 954. This is you. It's on you.
Oh, hey, what's good?
What
You hear
up?
me?
What's your name, champ?
Kev.
Kev. What part of Florida
Yeah,
are you in?
I'm in Hollywood.
Okay. You went to the press
Hollywood, Florida.
conference?
Yeah,
Did you try to make the press conference when Floyd was out there?
I tried to. I tried to catch the little, the Floyd Logan one, but I passed on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was out there, man. But I talked to his champ.
Yeah,
What's
I
on your
seen you
mind?
out there. Well, no, I just wanted to say how people, they're talking about the silence thing, and it's like they don't understand. It's like basically we know Wilder has murder on his mind. You know what I mean? He doesn't have nothing nice to say. I understand the self-control part and speak your mind, hype the fight, but if Wilder really believes he was cheated like that, why would he want to conversate with him on a normal level? He just wants to go in the ring and show what it's about, just like a monk. A monk isn't staring at titties because he knows where titties will take him. You know what I mean? Titties gonna take him to the sexual realm. So just saying, like, Wilder, he's just focused on brutality, murder, payback. You know, they want to hear him talk. Silence is golden. We all know silence is golden. When AJ is quiet, we don't hear them saying, "Hey, AJ, speak up, AJ." Nah, they just roll with it. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I wanted to say. Like, people don't understand the disciplined mind, you know, is the composed mind. Like, all that chit chat, that's Fury. That's Fury's game. Fury's good at the chit chat, getting your mind, you know, take you down a rabbit hole, got you thinking what he's thinking. Wilder like, nah, I'm good off that. You know, we could all respect Fury's good in chatting. So that's good. But when Wilder talks, he's talking about murder. You know, when he fought Ortiz, everyone he fought, you know, he had people scared, like, oh, Wilder talking about killing. Whoa, whoa. So, you know, I understand it. That's all I'm saying. Still there?
No, I hear you, man. I'm sorry. You know, I'm always typing, man. I'm a one-man army. I mean, sitting here buzzed and shit. He should be responding. But I heard everything you said,
listen,
champ.
I got it. If we holding that analogy, champ, if we holding that analogy of the monk showing restraint and all of that, what we also know is the monk also go out and they pay for kitty cat. And so if we're talking about holding restraint, then I don't think Wilder would then go and instead of speaking your piece in a form, you go and speak it in another, you know what I'm saying, context. And that's all we're saying. Like, well, that's all I'm saying. As far as if you're going to say whatever happened to you, somebody did, say the same thing. That, to me, that's the essence of that whole keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you still got to get in the ring and be professional, but you still got the opportunity to speak your piece. And he chose not to, which I'm not discrediting. You know, I think it's a lot of ways that people interpret it, you know, and that was a great call.
Bet, man. Shout out to everybody hitting us up about Border Wars and how great it was. We do appreciate it, man. I am excited. That shit breathed new life into Border Wars. Let me tell you. I am excited. Shout out to Adrian. Shout out to Wisconsin. Shout out to Watertown on the mat. Don't ever sleep on Watertown again. On the mat, man. Who we got? If you on Blog Talk and you feel like, damn, I've been here forever. Why I ain't press? Why they ain't come to me? You know that means you gotta press 1. And if you on Blog Talk and you're like, damn, I wish I could get another call, you know you gotta drop that $5 super chat or $5 cash app to NestGTO, and we get you right back on the line. Without a doubt. In the meantime, looking like we got NO. What is up? NO, New Orleans, talk to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
Uh-oh. Can't talk. At work. Oh, there you go. What up?
What's happening, man? What's going on with the people, bro? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just jumping on, seeing like we talking about Wilder, you heard me?
Oh, definitely
And,
talking about the champ.
I mean, I heard the last call and all that, and I'm pretty much piggybacking off that. Like, I think it's nothing else to be said. Like you feel like this fight had to be sold or something else? I'm buying a fight. I already know what's going to happen. It's going to be all out.
Bruh,
be all out war.
If I'm Wilder, I want revenge and money, man.
Right.
All right. So sell the fight.
What else is there to say next?
Sell the fight then.
Who needs for this fight to be sold? Be honest. You really need this fight to be sold now?
Come on, man. Stop acting like Fury AJ wasn't making headlines and doing views, which means people were interested in that, which means now they have to lose interest in that and turn their attention to this. So yes.
All those people gonna tune in to watch and see what happened with this fight because they want to see who gonna fight AJ that's coming out of this third fight, man. Come on, Ness, bro. You know what's going on. It's boxing.
Man, come on, man. No sense on leaving money on the table, man. No sense on leaving money on the table, man.
So how they leaving money on the table? And that's the
By
UK
not
gonna buy it.
promoting. By not promoting. What you mean how? By not promoting. That's how they leaving money on the table.
Man, look,
By
man,
having
it's
a
gonna
press
keep.
conference 1 month before a fight, ain't it supposed to be 2 months and 3 months? You tell me. Let's check Sugar Shane or rather when Floyd fought Sugar Shane or Floyd fought somebody. If it was 1 month press conference then a fight. Yeah, now when he fighting these YouTubers and MMA dudes, because he don't give a fuck, he getting that guaranteed money to beat on lesser fighters. But come on, man, like, yo, you gotta promote, man. Like every day we sit here talking about how people need to promote. Now all of a sudden they don't gotta promote, man. It's crazy,
All
man.
gonna be there, and that's all the big time is gonna be in the building in Vegas at the fight on their Instagram talking about they going to the fight. Everything is promotion these days, and it's getting a lot of headline. Wild ain't saying nothing at the press conference. That's getting a whole lot of headline. I see you look on YouTube, see a whole bunch of shows. Wild ain't saying nothing at the press conference. It's a whole you made a show out of it, man.
Of
Man, this
course, because we all expected fireworks. Why you acting like you ain't expect fireworks?
man.
Why,
So you
so you telling me a dude tried to kill you? You say he got a fucking egg weight in his glove, and you gonna see him and it's all chill.
all that been said, and all y'all, everybody killed him for saying it already. So I'm gonna say the same thing to everybody all over the media, sports, center, what that is with Skip Bayless and all. I forgot he done switched over to Fox. You know what I'm saying? Like you get criticized for everything you say, and if you still believe
Oh
that,
man,
so
y'all
what the public
tripping,
gonna
man. Y'all, yo, I hear you, man. I hear you, man.
do?
I
That shit.
see
That's where the evidence at. Where the evidence at? He
what.
got evidence. He got the evidence.
So what you saying? So what you saying that because he don't got evidence, he need to just be quiet and let what he said get swept under the rug?
No. After the fight, he exposed that motherfucker after he knocked his ass out in a fair fight this time. That's how you handle that shit. Don't
I hear
say
you,
nothing.
man. I
Don't
hear you,
stop the
man.
fight. I don't want nobody to stop the fight.
Nah,
I want y'all
don't.
to let
It
that
just don't make
motherfucker in the
sense to
ring.
me, man. It
I'm
just don't make
feeling.
sense to me. It don't make sense to me when you saying people ain't listening to you. You saying people ain't believing that he cheated. This your opportunity. You on the biggest platform. Everybody watching. All it is there. But let me get to some other callers, man. We got Stainless in the building, man. Been a long time, champ. What up?
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people, people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, TBV, what's good?
What's up?
Ain't nothing, man. I finally got a day off. Look at me. And I'm just in time for TBV. Now you talking about Wilder Fury 3 in the press conference?
Yeah, the fact that Fury is saying how is Wilder going to be taught by Malik Scott when he busted Malik Scott's eardrum in sparring and sent them home after 2 days.
Yeah, I saw that in the press conference. I mean, I ain't got no answer for Fury. I'm not on Team Fury. You know what I'm saying? I know it seemed kind of weird for Wilder to not speak. Personally, I mean, you can ask anybody in the back call. I was hoping that he wouldn't really talk much. You know, I understand selling the fight, but this fight already kind of sold. You know what I'm saying? You talking a trilogy. The first two did good numbers. You know what I'm saying? This third fight, I mean, I remember you when you were doing shows about Fury and Joshua happened. It didn't get nearly as much traction as it did when you were talking about how Fury lost to arbitration and this fight was still back on. So I'm pretty sure there's fans of Wilder and Fury that's gonna want to see this fight, and there's haters for both of them too that's gonna want to see this fight. So I think it does well, man. I don't really think you need to do anything to sell it. It's already sold itself. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand what you mean. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with you don't want to leave no money on the table. Ain't nothing wrong with getting more money, but I think this fight already got enough money coming to it, man. You know what I'm saying? The Malik Scott Fury thing. I mean, sparring is sparring. Shit happens, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you bust this motherfucking eardrum, then excuse my French, but you know that's not a well placed shot unless you intended to hit him in his eardrum. So I don't understand why he gloating about that and gloating about sparring. I thought you were supposed to leave sparring. What happened to sparring in the gym? So
Man, knock it off. This is what I just said, man. Y'all tripping, man. Come on, man. Who don't want to not get their ass beat in sparring? So Shakur ain't out here saying how he giving everybody the business in sparring. Devin ain't out here doing the same damn thing. Gervonta Davis ain't beat the shit out of Ivan Redkach. Won't y'all stop capping, man? Like, I get beat up in sparring, bro. I'm crying, man. I'm not happy about getting my ass beat in sparring. I don't give a fuck if it's sparring or not. Why y'all lying, man? Y'all tripping today.
yeah, but I thought that was the unwritten. I thought that was the unwritten word that they don't discuss what happened in sparring.
Bruh,
you know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with me.
The
That's their word.
unwritten rules don't leak sparring. He literally telling the dude he beat up, I beat you up. You know I beat you up.
I mean, he's saying that, but I mean, he busted somebody's eardrum.
And my man saying, you supposed to. You 280 Yo, dudes need PRs, man. Let me be your PR, man. I make sure you don't say no crazy shit. What the fuck you mean you supposed to? You just debunked everything Wilder been saying. Now you saying he is big and strong. He will do that damage. But y'all gonna act like y'all ain't hear that either.
Well, I mean, just because you big and strong and can do damage don't mean that it's always going to play out the way you expect it to.
But he literally saying you did it to me without cheating while one man saying you did cheat.
Well, you know.
And he had headgear. You bust my eardrum with headgear. No more pillow fists.
Look at you, man. Look at you.
Keep it real, though. Your trainer.
Hey, man, I agree.
It's not Tyson Fury. It's not Tyson Fury. Even Tyson Fury said, yo, I didn't bring it up. You brought it up. So why the fuck would he bring it up?
I agree with you on the simple fact that Malik Scott is not built to be somebody's PR. You know what I'm saying? He's still a man that's gonna speak his mind and speak off the cuff. So stuff like that gonna happen. If you ain't smart enough to stay ahead of your words, then you can't get caught up in them. You know what I'm saying? And Tyson Fury, man, you know what I'm saying? He played a hell of a mind game, especially in the press conferences. So even more so, that's why I appreciate Deontay not getting into that firefight. Because personally speaking, especially in that second.
Damn, what happened?
I felt like Fury did a better job and kind of got in Deontay's head. So I appreciate him keeping quiet. Go and get him Malik Scott head if you want to. But you know what I'm saying? Don't mess with the fighter. So, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate his silence right now. But my gal here, so I'm gonna give you my line. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you stupid. And shout out to El Camino. Peace.
All right. Mitty, what up? Midi.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Hey, I forgot to mention earlier, right? Like, everyone talking about Wilder being quiet and all that, not speaking, silence and all. That's not true. He's actually speaking. Like, you know, I heard like interviews, like some other guys like got like interviews with him. He's just talking to people he's comfortable with. He's talking to people who agree with him. And I agree with you, Ness. That's not normal. When you have like a platform and an audience to just show and expose someone who cheated, that's when you use it. He just knows that it's ludicrous. He just knows that what he's saying makes no sense. Because I heard him on an interview this week where he said to someone, look at the glove. Every tribunal in the world will just say, yes, this man is guilty. Then that's what you should have said in a press conference. But he knows that not every tribunal in the world will say something like that. It makes no sense. There's no evidence, like he says. And that's why he's staying silent. He's comfortable with some people and he talks to some people. Go and watch. There are interviews out there where he keeps saying the same thing. Keeps talking like he's a king. And I don't want to hear that he's a king because that's the mentality that I think he still has the same mentality. I would love him to knock Fury out, but he's still keeping the same mindset of, oh, I'm a king and this and that. No, man. That's what I wanted to say. And stainless eardrum shot is a good play, is a well placed shot, man. Like that's your equilibrium is in your ears, man. So if you want to just get someone all shook, like hit them in the ears, man. All right, that's all.
All right. Let's go to this lit up phone lines as Wilder brings them out. Bring them out. We going to Philly. Brotherly love. Who's this? Looking like. Who's up? Oh, shit. Bo and Bama's here, too. Right, Bo? Let me see if Bo's here. Ringer status. Bo and Bama's not here. He was there, and he's not here. Okay, so then we going back to Philly, and this is Rod. Is it Rod? Yep, it is Rod in Philly. What up?
I just started listening as soon as you was talking about what Malik Scott said, and it was kind of weird that he brought that up, that he got his eardrums busted by Tyson Fury, and it was like, come on, man, like why would you bring that up while your fighter is accusing the other fighter of cheating, having some stuff in his glove, and all these other things. So I think that was kind of a setup that Malik Scott fell into by his own doing. I mean, Tyson Fury wasn't even talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was interesting in that part. And then Wilder not talking, listening to the headphones, and it's just like, I don't know. To me, my opinion doesn't change. He just ratifies it, makes it more concrete. That I think he's just gonna go in there and it's gonna be worse, man. I don't think he's learned how to fight on his back foot in 1 year, and that's what Tyson's gonna do. He's just gonna come at him and try to get him to fight off his back foot.
Well, all right, Rod, Philly, thank you for calling in. We're going out to California. New caller, 510. Who's this?
Yo, what up, Ness? It's Johnny. My name is Johnny. I'm from Oakland, California.
Johnny, talk to us in Oakland.
Just 2 quick points. Like 2 callers back, the guy was saying, why are we talking about sparring? Why are we talking about somebody getting their ear drum busted in sparring? When they be bragging about Devin Haney sparring the whole time. It's this LDBC narrative. It's okay to talk to any other fighter that doesn't fit the narrative in LDBC. But when it comes around to Shakur talking about sparring, Devin Haney talking about sparring, don't nobody have a problem with it. What's up with that, Ness?
I just literally said that myself. And when Floyd puts out 30 minutes of beating up somebody in sparring, it's okay. I mean, it's like I said, bruh, it's funny to hear these dudes continue to find little excuses. It's like, yo, you know how much shit we said about AJ? Dog, we call AJ, call AJ everything under the sun for saying for he ain't even come out and literally make them excuses, right? But we gave him shit for allegedly being knocked out, for chewing on his mouthpiece.
We ain't never seen the tape. That's the whole thing. We ain't never seen him get hurt like that, except for the actual Anthony Ruiz fight.
But that's what we talking about. Like, we gave him shit when he lost that fight. We thought he should retire. He need to get tune-ups, all this shit. And now it's just the energy's different. It's so weird to me.
And on another note, the topic nobody wants to speak at hand, and it's a very important topic to me, is Malik Scott took a dive for Wilder. Now you're telling me this is a saving grace for this man after getting beat up?
I don't believe he took a dive. See, I'm different. At least I was blessed to be in a lot of Wilder's camps, a lot, and see a lot of sparring and see him do what he does to people, even in sparring. So, what you guys think is a dive, and I know, it doesn't matter to you. You're still going to believe what you want. But I'm telling you, the dude got freakish power, man. He put dudes down with headgear. It don't matter. He be having 18s and 24-ounce gloves. It don't matter. The power is the one thing that no one will ever take from him. Now Fury just learned how to roll with it. That's what I believe. He learned how to roll them shots, and that's why the power ain't been affecting him after that first fight. But hopefully, Wilder can land it flush. Hopefully the power affects him to the body. We'll see. But Wilder been doing that shit to everybody that I seen him do it to. Like, it's not new. That's why I always believed in the power. That's why, because I did believe that whole, if I land, it's a wrap. And 99% of the times it was. Fury was the first dude. Even when he got dropped, other people, like if you look at Stavern, you look at Luis Ortiz, when they get dropped, Ortiz got up spitting like fuck, shaking shit off, shaking his head. Stavern, same thing. He got up looking crazy. Just think about it. Washington, anybody who gets up looks crazy. Man, Fury got up with all faculties. Everything was good. His computer wasn't, restarting. Instead, it took a hit, but it kept going. When you drop your MacBook and you open that motherfucker and it's still working, you're happy. That's what happened, man. And we ain't never seen that shit before. So I don't question Malik Scott going down, because I've seen Malik and every other fucking person go down in his fights and in his spawn. So it's nothing new to me. It's new to y'all. And that's why it looks like, oh, that shit was fake. Nah, man. I seen dudes, bruh, it ain't fake, man. When somebody go down, they went down because that boy hurt him. You know what I'm saying? That being said, let's go out to...
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part and all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J-Mac, where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. So official with it. Don't check stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Next, I only got a minute.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How much time I got, Ness?
Minute and a half.
All right, give me
my bad.
Give me 2 counter punches. I'll send you that after I get off my call. Shout out to Stainless. Shout out to Mitty. Everybody is I guess coming away from the press conference, you can walk away with a perception. What I saw was a guy who hadn't already said enough and knew that wasn't a platform to continue speaking. It's like I keep hearing, why didn't he say this? Why didn't he say it? Man, the man already been on record saying it. And people in the media had a field day on making his comments, saying it was excuses, saying he said this, he said he didn't say that, he meant this. So when you get down to a fight and you protecting your brain and your mind and your mentality, so you got to come correct. I'm sure he wanted to do so many things to Fury on the stage, so I think putting the headphones on and putting the shades on was probably his mask to help him, hold those feelings in, or keep his feelings in order and what have you. Because I mean, he's a passionate person, so he might put himself in a situation where they might not be able to make it to a fight. So him getting up there and putting on the headphones was a little crazy for me. But once I realized what he was trying to accomplish, or what I took and received from it, I thought he was just trying to maintain and keep himself cool, calm, and collective. He said what he had to say. It was very short few. I think he said enough already. Like I said, everybody keeps saying, why speak to the media when the media was making mockery of what you say? Everything you say, they're going to critique it. Why have all this build-up playing mind games and this footage of what you said, and then they up there making videos, laughing, a circus coming to town and stuff like that, making fun of the shit you say when they wouldn't even hold it serious? Because like I said, when Wilder was quiet, everybody was saying, why isn't he coming out saying anything? When Wilder started speaking, everybody said he should be quiet.
Now Wilder get on stage at the press conference and say nothing and just look the man directly in his eyes for a fight that he's planning on fighting in July 24th, and we got critiques. So I guess as fans, we just always want what the fuck we want, and no matter what. But all I want to see is what he do in the ring come 24th, and that's all that matters to me. If he got on the stage and was quiet and then get his ass whooped, then we can talk then. But if he get on there and then whip his ass, then we can say, well, maybe he was serious and stuff. Poor as Malik Scott, like Stanley said it best. Sometimes we get put in situations where we put and we say shit that we don't even think or realize how stupid we sound. I'm sure, like somebody said about being a PR, I didn't know the context of it. He ain't nobody fucking PR. He shouldn't be speaking because obviously he don't know that Fury got these mind games and he say shit and he go hold him accountable to the shit he say, and he just say out there putting shit out there, and he should have kept his words short and few too at the same time. I'm looking forward to the 24th. I can't wait to see the fight. That's what I want to find out, what Wilder did or should not have did. It's my call.
I ain't trying to entice you or antagonize you back, but I just think you're wrong. If we have to stop lying, right? And saying, oh, well, he chose not to talk because those people twist his words, or that wasn't the right platform because the last time they laughed at him. Gentlemen, ladies, people around the world listening, he literally talked to other people after, but it's to YouTube channels. So now just walk with me for a little bit. He says they burying the truth. Nobody wants to talk about Fury cheating. It's obvious that he's cheating. And like, if it's obvious, right? Cool. Let's use this platform now to show that to the world, because it's not a YouTube channel, right? Fox, right? Channel 11, Channel 9, Pix 11, whoever, right? CNN, Sports Center, they're less inclined, right? We all understand the world we live in. They're less inclined to refer to a YouTube channel. Not everybody is Stephen A. Smith that goes and gives Fight Hype credit and says, well, Floyd told FightHype.com. Not everybody is that respectful. Not everybody want to see the next brother come up. So the Iolis and the Rayfields and the Kims and the Ben Babies, they don't got to use YouTube. Ellie Setback's interview, Fred's interview. But he did them, fellas. He did them 10 minutes after he left the press conference. So all I'm saying is your message would have made it to more ears doing it live on Fox. It would have forced mainstream media to say, well, Deontay Wilder is accusing Tyson Fury of cheating him in his last fight. It wouldn't be this thing that mainstream media does know about, but they're staying hush-hush, according to Wilder, right? That's what I'm saying, man. We got to stop lying. Like, if you ain't going to talk, cool, don't talk to nobody. But you talking. I'm going to find the clip.
Be slapped. That what he need to be.
Damn, you keep on leaving. Speaking of slap.
That ain't it.
Yeah. I'm already hearing this already,
That ain't it. That's about AJ. Hold on.
Hey, motherfucker, you seen them gloves?
The evidence was so obvious.
It's obvious, man. You see it. You see it. That evidence right there will win in any courtroom in the world. Any courtroom in the world. You'll have to pay somebody off to get them to slide that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because it's obvious. They know gloves don't do that. It just doesn't.
So why we couldn't just say that on the press conference? And everybody, Sports Center would have been forced. Don't act like I'm making this shit up. But you're going to say it on Fred so that Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman don't got to pick it up. Like, just stop lying, man. Just say, yeah, you're right, He probably made a mistake. If he was going to stay quiet, stay quiet. If you're going to talk where they can't censor it. Talk where they can't ignore it. It was live. It was streaming live on 3 different platforms. But y'all want to say I'm wrong. Fuck out of here, man. Crazy. The shit crazy. When the shoe on the other foot, shit get crazy. If AJ would have came to the fucking press conference with sunglasses, oh, look, he mentally weak. He don't want to look him in the eye. He don't want to look him in the eye. Man, y'all fucking crazy, man. Crazy, bro. Shit crazy. The way y'all flip shit, man. Sin, she says, so a woman wait, and whatever trash that caller said turns a guy that has 2 career KOs into a bone-breaking puncher? Yeah, can't be this slow. Man, you tripping. What in the hell are you talking about? Since when Fury only got 2 KOs? All right, man. All right. I don't know what's going on here. Ken Stone, are we getting a preview and prediction show on this fight? I'm sure. The Thursday of fight week. Bo and Bama, you sent the counterpunch for Martin. He ain't even here. Let me know what you want to do. Cincy with another one says, they giving out trophies in Spawn now? Hands up emoji. I don't know. Laughing out loud emoji. Yeah, now all of a sudden, Spawn don't mean shit. But when Erickson Lubin dropped Edgar Berlanga, that shit went viral. Or was rather, beat him up in Spawn, and that was going viral. That wasn't nothing. Whatever. Ain't there another clip of Erickson Lubin Spawn somebody that's bananas and Javonta and Devin and even on my channel, I got 1 million views or 800,000 views of Devin and Porter. Stop lying. Stop lying. Spawn's always been important, man. Spawn's always been important, man. Come on, I don't give a fuck. Mitty's gone, man. Who the fuck else boxing this motherfucker, man? Shit. Yo, come on. Yo, Fire Flame. Do you want to get beat up in Spawn? Do you want your eardrum
90 seconds.
Do you want your eardrum busting Spawn, or do you want to be the one busting eardrums?
Exactly. And I feel where you coming from. I do, Ness. I honestly he had the platform for Fox and ESPN, so why didn't he speak? But I got a good ass comeback to that. As a boxing fan and as a boxer myself, I feel like the reason that he didn't say anything is because, for one, he did that interview on that PBC podcast, and he let his emotions out on that podcast.
60 seconds.
Received backlash from what he said on the podcast. That's still PBC promotion, and he still let it be known that he still got that mind frame. Now at the press conference, I feel like it's just silence because he didn't want to give Fury the pleasure of going back and forth. Fury know what happened. He know what happened. So that's why they stared at each other for 6 minutes. Fury felt that shit. Fury know damn well Wilder's aware of what happened in part 2. And at the end of the day, Fury worried about it. Now, the thing is this. I find his decision to be silent actually good because it's a lose-lose situation for Wilder. Like, the man never, ever took no performance enhancement drugs. He's never cheated us. He give us KOs in every performance, and he American. If they against him now, it's nothing that he can fucking say to change their mind. But he still got out there how he feel about it. And the reason why I honestly feel like he's silent is because he dropped the gem. He told us, he was like, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and I want to thank my legal team. I honestly feel like after he knocked out Fury in 3, he's going to fucking sue him for the previous 2 fights. But he don't want to do that right now because he want to get him in the ring on his own. And he want that nigga to feel it. He want him to really, really feel it. Like, I'm gonna say something. As you know, I respect Tyson Fury. I love him. But after all this shit I'm seeing on our community and YouTube and over this last year, I know he cheated. I mean, it don't take a fucking rocket science. And he don't deserve to be in the sport. So I just want to see him get knocked out. And it's not even personal. It's just like, you try to take a man from his family, dog. That's some whole shit. Like, at the end of the day, you don't deserve to be in this fucking sport. You can't even fight in the UK.
So Rel, why not in the face-off, when you staring this man down, say, what you gonna do now, motherfucker? You know you cheated, and you know we ain't gonna let you cheat this time. Ain't no way you getting that shit off. You know you about to get, like, nah. Come on, Rel. Come on.
I feel it.
You gonna tell me you gonna look at Marvin and in the face off for the rematch, what you gonna say? Dog, you know you won because they took a point. What you gonna do now? You ain't barely hit me. What you gonna do now?
I feel that, man. But me and Marvin history can't compare it to Fury and
Man,
Wilder.
it ain't about comparing history. It's about comparing the animosity. You believe you won.
Yeah.
You believe you won. You call in here every day saying you won. He ain't the real champ. It's the same fucking animosity, man.
True.
But listen, I got to get to other callers, man. Thank you for calling in. You already know. We're looking forward to your fight with Sean. We want to promote that on the highest level. Once again, let me take this time to ask the community, if you got a bar in Las Vegas, some sort of lounge, even a strip club, you know what I mean, something nice, where we can gather. Not really a strip club, I'm joking, because it's going to be hard to get the fighters. The girls are going to be like, whoa, where you going? Know what I'm saying? None of that. But you have a lounge area, bar, where we can congregate, come together and do our annual TBV appreciation night, where we get together as a community. And this time around we actually want to watch the Deontay Wilder fight, since they're not allowing us in there because it's just too expensive. Obviously I can get approved as media, but I really want to be with my friends, and watch it amongst you guys and just watch this fight, watch this fight and see what happens, so if you have a location and yeah, man, hit me up. Let's do some business, man. Let's do some business. Speaking of business, PBC, what up, champ?
Mr. PBC, baby.
Boxingwords.com. I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believes he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
You kind of came to me, but since my call was kind of cut off shortly.
I don't know about all that, man. I'm out. Nah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm with everybody on this. I wanted him to say a little bit, tiny bit, but I still like the silence.
Thank you.
No.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter that you like the silence. It don't matter. At least you admitting it, man. That's where we start, man. Admitting.
No. Okay, I get you. Yesterday I didn't really watch the video until this morning a little bit. The dude can talk. Let's be real. So, when Floyd fought people and got with people who can talk, he silenced up too. And I've never seen him silenced up. So I think silence is a key.
Floyd
when the dude, no, I'm saying he did get silent with a couple press conferences.
Who? With who?
Conor McGregor.
What? Man, you crazy, man. That's his
the tour.
That's his best soundbite.
He was sitting down the whole time.
What? No,
he was smacking his head. And
No. Phone Voltron. You crazy? Yo, Floyd got fucking sound bites from out that press conference, man. And FYI,
but
that was the most watched press conference.
This is the third fight. This is the third fight. They've already done talked. I don't really want to see no more talking.
I need a fucking
I'm being real with
soundbite. Y'all motherfuckers make hell.
Excuse soundbite?
I need something that
this
says
is
like
wild,
excuses
man.
or like something crying or something, man. It's crazy.
That's why you should go to the fight and represent for your boy. But probably you can't.
I'm representing for Wilder, man. I'm representing for Wilder all day, every day.
You got his phone number, right?
Let's go. You know I do. And I
call him up.
Get
an interview.
He leave me on red.
Ask him why is he
leave me
on
red.
Talk.
He leave me on red, man.
Then use a different phone. Shit. That's my call.
You crazy. You want me in the stalker lane. He put me in the stalker lane, y'all. Come on, man. Nah, man. And listen, I'm a stalker anyway. You know how many times I thought about just showing up to the gym? But that's Dion Nicholson invited me to the gym, and I'm actually scared to go to the gym because he gonna say something like, yo, I don't want you with this motherfucker. It's like, yo, damn, dog. What'd I do? And honestly, could it be that my live fight chat, and that's what I'm saying, like dudes out here straight acting like we didn't all feel the same, man. Like ain't nobody put more miles on the road on a car than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally was asking him this. I'm like, oh shit, stop the fight. I ain't want to see my man go out out forever. So why we lying to each other left and right? So like, it's either he cheated and that's why it happened, or he didn't cheat. So if he fucking cheated, bro, let the world know he cheated, man. I don't want to hear that shit about silence when that press conference was streamed 3 different platforms, and ESPN was one of them. .com. If you don't listen, let me just show you. I'm gonna take Brandon's counterpunch and then show you this little factual bit of information real quick. Go ahead, Brandon, talk to me.
This is my first call in counterpunch, so play my intro, please, sir.
Ooh, cool. Look at him. Look at him.
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Folks jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pitch and let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yeah, you know that intro motivates y'all to get money, man.
Yeah,
Early
you know, I
morning
was over here
grind.
bopping and shit.
Coach Mitty and J-Mac both had great calls. I've had discussions with both of those cats behind the scenes, and it depends on which way you want to look at it. You can look at it Coach Mitty's way, which is the way I kind of lean towards, whereas if you're going to be silent, be silent. Don't be silent in the mainstream where you can get grilled and then go speak in your hotel room 10 minutes later in the comfort of your hotel where you can kind of dictate the questions. You know the people who you interviewing with ain't going to ask you the tough questions. Or you can look at it J-Mac way. You know, maybe he don't want to do no more talking.
But
I know
you
a lot of
talk.
Exactly. That's why I said I lean towards more Coach Mitty's side. Then the issue I'm having, even if you didn't want to talk to mainstream media because they supposedly twisted your words, which I don't understand why people keep saying mainstream media twisted his words. They just repeated what the shit he said. I ain't see no twisting of his words. Even if you feel like that's the reason why you didn't want to do interviews because you was blocking out mainstream media, why did you go to Sky, a UK mainstream media? And why are you still talking about the gloves? You went to your hotel room and talked about the gloves. If you want to say it's time to fight, all that shit in the past, why are you talking about the gloves still? So that's kind of bullshit when people say, yeah, man, he ain't want to talk about that shit no more. You still talking about it. You're just talking about it to people who ain't going to grill you for it. Watch Radio Raheem's interview with Malik Scott, and you'll get the exact reason why Wilder didn't want to do interviews at that press conference. Radio Raheem was asking Malik Scott the questions, putting pressure on him, and he didn't want to deal with that shit. That's the reason why I think he didn't talk. Bottom line, as far as the topic though, Tyson Fury, that's bullshit. You don't got to be a world-class fighter to be a world-class trainer, like people were saying. Shit, Bomac, my favorite trainer, look at his record. He was pretty garbage as a professional, but he one of the best trainers. Robert Garcia, same thing. I think he was world champion, but he wasn't that great either. You know, the list goes on and on, so I don't believe that.
Yo, y'all be disrespecting, man. I thought we learned, but anybody a world champion, man. World champion, world champion. You know what I'm saying? We got to give him credit, man. We can't be saying crazy shit like that. And, and I keep emphasizing world champion. I know how people might feel about other champions and stuff like that. I keep making it clear that that is not my position or my job to say someone is a champ or isn't a champ. You know what I'm saying? The belts indicate what you are. And, it is what it is at this point. Man, we got some super chats. Let me get to those. But let me show you the information I wanted to show you. I got it all pulled up. Here goes the screen share. This is ESPN.com, right? Let me see. Back this up. Boop. Now you can see it. So they are, look at this. This site ranks 105 in the world, all right? So if there's a trillion, whatever the biggest number is, right? Because remember that you can literally right now go to GoDaddy, go to any provider and create a website. WordPress is free. You know, there's so many ways to just create a website like in an instant. Okay? ESPN is 105 in the fucking world. In global internet engagement, okay? They have a daily average of 5 minutes and 19 seconds. You understand how many millions and millions of dollars that bounce rate is worth to them? Every time you click an article, they eating. Every time you watch a video, they vacationing. Okay? So don't talk to me about going to do an interview anywhere else other than the live streaming platform that is one of the biggest globally for sports. Okay? Let's just stop. But to give you more information, now we'll backspace, right? Let's see. Boom. You see this says boxingscene.com now? And you see the difference? They are 34,000 in the world, which is still magnificent. I won't even put my website in there so you can see how disrespectful the number is. But do you see the difference? And even Boxing Scene is huge. I mean, being 34,000, Rick Reno, I know that name sounds fake, but he was I don't know if he's still the owner. I know CBS bought it out, but I would be proud as a guy, that made that. Global engagement, look how close that is. 3 minutes and 24 seconds when ESPN was 5:19. So again, Boxing Scene, amazing. Amazing. You understand? Amazing. But ESPN on another fucking stratosphere. You understand? Another stratosphere. So let's stop playing games. Okay? It's not the same. One would have been a fucking, is it a Hiroshima it's called? They would have been that bomb blowing up to casual fans. And the other's a grenade. You understand? And I just bring truth, man. That's why they hate me, because I bring truth. These numbers I'm going to screen share those numbers. Let you see those numbers, because you can't. Numbers lie. Women, they lie. Men, they lie. These numbers, this doesn't lie. This right here, 105, that doesn't lie. That don't lie. That don't lie. You lying, not me. That message would have flown to shit. Would CNN would have picked that shit up? Who would have picked it up, man? Who? 105 is the ranking. Can anybody fathom how many websites there are in the world when they can be built like anybody could be building as we talk, and someone building a fucking website? So let's stop it about the power of ESPN. Why the hell do you think ESPN building stars over there? Look at the views Shakur get. Fighting no one. So, come on, man. We got to be real. We got to be real. Ain't Big Baby on the edge of being a star already? And I'm talking about Jared Anderson. And they promoting them. Check the social media. I'm just saying, check the social media of Top Rank. They consistently promoting them. Alongside Tyson Fury, because he's a sparring partner. You understand? But we going to Joel in Brooklyn. What up?
Yo, what's shaking, beloved?
Oh, man, just working.
That's what's up, man. Yo, I think Wilder's silence, I think it might have the same way he thanked his legal team, I think it was his legal team going, listen, like you were saying, ESPN is 105 out of a billion, whatever the fuck. So they saying, listen, if you go on here talk about Mark Breland putting something in your water, this, that, you could be liable for something, because people that may not have seen Ellie Seckbach interview may have seen the ESPN interview, and they may get, maybe a lawyer from New York may go to Gleason's, talk to Mark Breland and be like, hey, listen, I could get you $10 million out of this. Like, so I think his legal team just said, hey, be quiet with that, because it can get you in big trouble financially. So I think it was more that than it was him trying to get a mental edge or anything like that. I think that's what it was. Hello?
I hear you, brother. I hear you. That's what everyone is saying.
Okay.
They're saying that that's the mental edge because they're saying, look, why joust verbally with Fury when he's good at that? You know, so I get it totally.
Now, I think I think it's more of a legal thing. I think it was more like, listen, you don't want to get sued for defamation because what he did to Mark Breland with no proof whatsoever. Like, I don't see how Mark Breland can't win.
No, Joel, that doesn't make sense. If you're being advised by Al Heyman and his legal team not to say anything about the cheating, and then you turn around and say the cheating on Barbershop, listen, what did Tyson Fury? No. Let me kill you with this. I'm sorry. I hate to kill a friend. Tyson Fury, didn't Tyson Fury do an interview recently where he said, I just learned videos could be used in court? Why the fuck you think he said that? So don't tell me that Tyson Fury...
He was just getting under his skin.
Getting under his skin? Nah,
yeah.
man. Listen, brother,
Yeah,
this is the day and age of cell phones. You're going to tell me video evidence isn't evidence? Come on, Joel.
Hear me out.
I'm trying.
You remember when Lomachenko fought Teofimo? Afterwards, he was saying, they paid off the referee or something. And then the next day, Teofimo tweets, to that judge I paid off. It was good doing business with you. Now, do we actually think Teofimo paid it off and thanking the dude on Twitter? No, he's just getting under Lomachenko's skin. Like, all right, yeah, I did pay him off, and I'm gonna thank him on Twitter just to get under your skin. So I feel like that's what Tyson Fury was doing.
I don't know, man.
You don't remember that? You don't remember that?
I remember, but I'm just saying this whole situation is different. This whole situation.
No, I'm giving you an example how getting under the skin. I know it is a different situation. I'm talking about getting under the skin. That's what I'm saying is a similar situation. But again, I think it was more of a legal thing as opposed to a psychological thing. And then because I don't think Wilder's scared of Fury, both talking or fighting, because he obviously signed a contract. And I don't know, like Wilder don't give me that soft feel. Like, you get me? He give me like he really about that life. Like, he looked like he got into a lot of street fights.
He about that life. That's why I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. So,
how the fuck someone tried to kill you and you like, bruh, listen, man. I'm just saying, man, listen.
I'm saying he protecting the bag.
I gotta go. But listen, remember, I'm the same dude that was there when Billy was there. None of this shit makes sense to me, and that's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? He's obviously playing his own mind games, and it's working. It's working. Because this new approach is definitely not what I expected after being around him for certain situations. I'm not in any shape or form saying I know Wilder like any of his intimate friends, because I know our time together wasn't anything close to any of his intimate friends. I'm just saying whatever experiences I've gotten led me to believe I was going to get something at the press conference. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. LV Slugger, man, shout out to you, man, with the dub. Yo, I got to actually take an intermission, man. We going to read this super chat. I'm going to throw on like a fucking music. And I gotta piss like a racehorse, bro, because I'm solo dolo Scarface no malolo, but I'm trying to get y'all straight through your fucking lunch. I'm not ready to go. I'm actually trying to get some guest host to jump on, man. I'm giving out guest slots left and right, man. That's what we doing out here, man. But actually, you know what? Let me get to this super chat.
Ness.
Oh shit, look who's Bizak. What up?
Yo, Ness, play that up while you on the intermission. I'm telling you, play that till this day, bro.
Bro, I'm afraid of Stainless's producer, man. Dudes be out here renting beats instead of selling beats, man. I told y'all gotta fuck with Dollar, let him make everything and let it be free as a bird, man. So let me see which one is this one, right? See, I'm afraid of these shits. Look.
People too. Explain it. Not everybody knows what you're talking.
Yo, and why does Radio Raheem sound? And damn, there's no way to say that, right? Let me say it. So, matter of fact, No, look, man, his voice don't sound like it's even though it
His
sounds
tenor,
like
his tenor. Hey, let me help you out. His tenor doesn't sound like an individual that's ethnic.
no, not even that. I wasn't going there. I was going like, if I didn't know him, I would think y'all like messed with the voice to make it sound funny. Cause he's like, look, let me just play it back.
People it sound like Sammy Davis
Explain
Jr.
it. Not everybody knows what you're talking about.
So he's like,
People too. Explain it. Not every.
Explain it. Like it just sounds
explain
like a
it,
joke.
Shay.
It sounds like a Chappelle skit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he fucks with Chappelle, so maybe, I don't know, maybe they sounded like after hanging with each other for so fucking long and shit. Shout out to Radio Raheem, definitely out here destroying it. He had like 481,000 subscribers, man. That's that work, man. You put in that work, my man. Shout out to you. So let me finish reading LV Slugger super chat, but I don't want you to lose your thought. You jumped in, so you obviously got something. Go for it.
Nah, I was just gonna say, man. You know, a lot of what we're talking about, like you guys mentioned, what we're talking about is conjecture. You know what I'm saying? I'm not using fancy words, but we're just talking about, you know, the passion that can be part of this sport. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get caught up in what you would say. Sometimes, you know, and again, a lot of you know, talking about the legal part of it. Yeah, man. If you got a legal, you know, case pending, you definitely don't, you know, jump out there and say things that could be, you know, considered law slander. So you just kind of stay mum on that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, next counterpoint to that is if this, you know, we know this media can be used in the legal process and you still go on to say it, you know, then how much are you securing your case, you know? Yeah, you know, on another note with it, though, I think, you know, me personally, y'all can kill me in the chat if y'all want. I think Wilder should have took a step back, you know, from this and just jumped in there and see what him and Scott produced. They've been in the kitchen that long, you know, and some people might have would have said, oh, but he old. Again, if you hinging it on the legal fact, you know, he was old to fight. He had his arbitration, and that's what it was. But at the same time, you know, for as both as a boxing fan and also, you know, thinking about putting it together, like what it looked like. I'm not sure how much sparring that he got that would show what it's going to look like on fight night. So, you know, I know there was talk, you know, somebody's going to tell me I'm wrong, right or wrong. You know, he could have got maybe like a Charles Martin or something, you know, I don't know. But, yeah, you know, I don't know how many calls we got. Y'all tell me, let me know what y'all think about that. You know, some of y'all think that he maybe should have took that. Y'all going to tell me I'm bullshitting, you know. I think he definitely should have took something that would allow him to jump back in there and see what him and Scott was cooking up. You know what I mean?
LV Slugger says the press conference did over 2 million views in one day with Wilder not saying nothing. This fight sells itself. First heavyweight trilogy on this level in over 20 years. All questions will be answered on July 24th. Hashtag two-time. And you see, and it still fell short. What do they say? See, I'm the truth teller. Fuck all that bullshit, that soft shit y'all talking. I mean, what do they say about the heavyweight division?
Everybody.
It brings out the casuals, right? If it brings out the casuals, 2 million views, that sound like not enough. When you got Floyd Mayweather, let me pull it up too, because I don't want them saying I'm lying, because that's the easiest thing to go to. Oh, you making shit up. Oh, you making shit up. So let's pull up Floyd Mayweather versus Manny. I ain't even gonna go to Conor on y'all. Nah, I am going to Conor. I'm gonna be a dick. I'm going straight to Conor. Fuck that. Conor McGregor. Bam. Watch this shit, y'all.
How many views?
What, you want the highlights? 23 million.
Damn, highlights. Wow.
With the epilogue, 55 million. Let me find a press conference for you, man, so you can see what these boys was doing for their press conference, man. Because that's where it's at. So here you go. On Showtime, 6 million. You know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact we had live shows, right? Reviewing every single press conference, and you'll hear me saying like, yo, this press conference got 2.9, 4.9. The day of. All right? So all I'm saying is if you got 2 million not saying a word, imagine what would have happened if you would have spread that word. Huh? If you would have spread that message that you said is being buried, let's fucking give it wings like a Red Bull. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Let me see. Did I forget?
Yo,
Yeah,
you
I
got
hear
the audience. You got the audience. Anybody that's whether you trying to make the case publicly in the court of public opinion or in the court of public, law. It's like you got to have the right people understanding what your argument is. If you only in a certain position and you speaking this argument and huddle masses, it's not gonna get out. Sometimes you do got to put things. There are people that purposely do. A good lawyer will tell you. Sometimes you put things in the public because you want people to believe your side of it. Sometimes you want to taint the jury pool if you can. So yeah, I don't believe in keeping things mum. Just me personally and what I know.
And let's be clear, when he says mainstream media don't try to cover it up, he talking about Dan Rayfield, Yahoo Sports. And by doing what I proposed, by taking advantage of the live stream on 3 different platforms, one being the 105th site in the entire globe, you spread that message. And mainstream real mainstream media picks it up. It might get ugly and people start writing topics, headlines about how boxing's always been corrupt since the 20s, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You get the word out. I thought the point was to show that he's a cheater. He cheated you. But anyway, we got Carlito in the UK who says, didn't people burn Breland for interviewing with UK guys? Meanwhile, Wilder only, I guess, does mainstream interviews, was with the UK's Sky Sports. All right. Shinsi says, Malik only words should have been gang gang, laugh out loud emoji. And Rod says, and what happened in part 2? Laugh out loud. Hey, Ness, you wonder why boxing not the #1 sport in the world. What are you talking about here? And what happened in part 2? Part 2 of what? What are we talking about? D-Style Boxer says, Fury didn't cheat. No egg weight. No dent in the head. No nothing. It's all been debunked. Damn. Intrigue the Incredible in Atlanta says, if Wilder showed up to the press conference butt naked, Wilder extremists would have a whole legal defense.
Wilder too. I don't know.
Yo, he said if Wilder would have showed up to the press conference butt naked, Wilder extremists would have had a whole legal defense for why he did it and say that's what they want him to do. Laughing out loud emoji. I still got Wilder winning though. Bomb squad emoji. Yo, shit is crazy. That's how people acting. They acting radical, man. Yo, Shinsi back with another. He says, it will be plenty of talking for you at Fury eulogy. Yo, y'all seriously out of control with this, man. For real.
Yeah, I'm just as excited to fight as y'all are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just as excited, yo.
Yo, let me see what I
and
got.
I hope Wilder looks I hope he looks as good as he does in all the footage, man. Like I'm with the shits. Don't get it confused. I'm with the shits.
Yeah, man. We got Coach Myers, Boomerang. Coach Myers, Boomerang. Yo, if you're gonna watch Jaime Munguia versus Camille Sedimenta, who else is on that undercard? I forgot. We talked about it yesterday. Oh, Rosado on that undercard versus Beck the Bully, Malakuliev. Don't forget that in the description box, I'm not even showing the screen there. But anyway, in the description box, you can, click on the description box below and sign up to Dazn. And we'll get a little kickback. Shout out to you. So no Coach Myers on the boomerang. What about stainless boomeranging? Are you available?
Ah, shit, motherfucker.
What up?
Yo, you can hear me. Yeah. Man, I stand by what I said, man. I got.
Oh, shit, you
You know
had
what
a
I'm saying? This.
counterpunch, too. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't know that.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? My counterpunch and I guess my boomerang gonna speak to the same thing, man. You know, Wilder has always been somebody who, you know what I'm saying, his words kind of get him in trouble anyway. You know what I'm saying? From I want a body on my record. You remember that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To that we fighting people and that to this day, which did go.
Why Skype gotta do that to you, man? Yo, we ain't get a reset in a while. Yo, but I'm happy to announce. I mean, I don't know how great this is, and I'm hoping they do well. Oh, shit. What's this? Let me read this. Where this happened in that? Minneapolis. Ain't nobody going to Minneapolis. Morel, who the hell is Cazares? Cazares? Who's that? Who's Morel fighting? The Cuban. You don't know? All right. So I was going to say...
Oh, David.
What? You know who it is?
Like you said, David Morrell? Nah, I don't know.
Yeah. David Morel. I'm going to put it in the pre-pro so you can see what I'm talking about. And I wanted to announce heavyweight Hosier Stewart. He got signed by Wasserman. I don't know how I feel about that. I think Wasserman is Sutherland or Southerland,
yeah.
Southerland. So Hosier Stewart signs to Wasserman Boxing. And I hope they could do something with this dude because, I swear to God, homie gonna be a problem just off looks, right? Like he gonna sell some tickets off looks. Let me go to his Insta. Hosier, right? Am I spelling that right? There he goes. Bam. Let me go to his Insta and show y'all this dude. I probably showed y'all this shit before, but man, I don't know why Matchroom ain't picked this dude up, man, and they could have made him a star, man. Look at this dude. Bro, you can't act like he don't look like he about to bring the motherfucking ruckus. Bring the motherfucking... Remember that song? Who used to sing that? Bring the motherfucking ruckus. You on mute, you know what I mean? You as old...
That's Wu-Tang.
Oh, yeah,
that's Wu-Tang who you always fronting on.
You just as old as me. That's what he need to do. He need to walk out to that shit like, bring the motherfucking ruckus. Bring the motherfucking... Like, look at this dude, bruh. And this ain't nothing. Let me show y'all a few more pics, man. This dude... He look like he about to be a problem. Look, he like Big Baby, and obviously we want to hope, you know what I'm saying, he clean as a jelly bean. That left hook was a little slappy, though. I ain't even gonna front. Like, I ain't really loving that left hook, but all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, here you go. Here you go in the ring, though. Big boy. You know what I'm saying? Good pivot there, using that jab. Look. Pivot, okay. Look at this kid, man. And he was like a good amateur, I believe. And you could tell he from the roads, man. You could tell homie from the roads. He gonna bring that Derek Chisora, Dylan Price with him, I hope. You know what I mean?
Rough house.
But I mean more than just the rough. Like, give me that press conference, man. That rough and tough. Come for him, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put you on, Hosier. We want Hosier to get right. Let me see what else we got here to show y'all. I know he had something with AJ. Look, this him and Dakari, Scott or whatever, right? Dakari's, what is his name? This with Sam Jones boxing? Let me see. Oh, Solomon. So he ain't short either. He just wide. That means he gonna be able to absorb. You know what I'm saying? Look, do-rag up.
Yeah.
You gotta be from the roads. You got a do-rag. Come on, man. You waving it up. Ain't for nobody, ain't from the road, man. Look, this shit's spinning.
You got that wide
There you
wide
go.
body.
Look. This was some bag where up and under shit. Nah, this is a big boy that can move. This ain't no okay. Yeah. Okay. I love heavyweights, man. I'm a casual, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They could call me casual and think it's gonna bother. That shit don't bother. I'm a casual. I love heavyweights, man. Yo, I rock with Chris Lovejoy, man. That's my man's in him, man. I love heavyweights, man. Mitty, this your dude.
Heavyweight.
This your dude, Mitty Hosier Stewart. This my man's right here. I hope he pan out, man. I love a dude that stay in the gym. And if you a heavyweight, you already got my vote, man. You seen what was my man I had from Iceland on here just because he a heavyweight? Yeah, you don't even remember. What was like Cole something. Yo, he a big dude, man, for real. I'm trying to find, I know I seen some shit with him and AJ too, man, because AJ always showing love. I seen AJ in the gym with Freezy McBones. I said, damn, you out here giving this dude free publicity. McBones about to get a fight or signed off that shit. Look at big ass Eddie. Big ass Eddie next to Hosier. So just so you know, just because he wide, he ain't short, man. He ain't short. He right there with Eddie. Damn, why you ain't fucking sign him, Eddie? You let this dude go to her fucking... Mitty, come on, man. You the only one can tell me. I ain't got no UK people on here, man. Let me know about Hosier Stewart. Am I hyping him up or is he the goods, man? Like, why wouldn't Eddie sign him, man? Why he dropped the ball right here? Because you already shot down my Malik Scott female to get signed, pro. What's up with Hosier Stewart, man? Come on back. Where my UK people at? Who gonna call in, man? I need to know. Look at him right here with AJ. And Brian Jennings. And is that who? Craig Richards? I don't know who this dude is. He look big as hell. Who that? I don't know. Oh, that's Adelaide. That's Adelaide, right? That's David Adelaide. Oh, am I pronouncing that right? Whatever. Damn, Mitty, really, you busy? You corny, man. All right, whatever. Yo, so you never heard of this dude?
Nah.
Oh, word. I just put you on. Shout out. Damn, I thought he was on, man. I think he gonna be something, man. Hopefully.
You don't know.
Hopefully we can sell him. See what happens, man. All right, yo, we gonna end it, man. It's over, man. Call me NestGTO on Instagram and Twitter. Catch me on the next one. We up out of here. Yeah,
King Amin of Essex. King Amin of Essex on Instagram. Y'all holla at me. We out.
I mean, you need a Wi-Fi booster, man. They sell them shits now and they actually work, bro. You might be too far from that modem, champ. But we out, man. That's GTO. Peace.
Peace.